Hi there, B. It's fascinating to be exploring this sunken ship together.
I agree, A. It's exciting to think about what we might uncover about the ocean's history.
As a marine biologist, I'm really curious about what sort of sea creatures might have been living in this area at the time of the shipwreck.
And as an archaeologist, I'm eager to uncover any artifacts that might give us a glimpse into the lives of sailors on this ship.
Do you think it's possible we might find evidence of any sea monsters or mythical creatures?
Well, as much as I'd like to believe in the existence of such creatures, I think we should focus on what we know to be true.
Fair enough. But still, it's amazing to think about how much life there is in the ocean that we have yet to discover.
Agreed. And considering how much of the ocean remains unexplored, who knows what other mysteries we might uncover in the future.
Speaking of mysteries, have you come across any interesting artifacts yet?
Actually, yes. I found a rusted sword that might have been used by one of the sailors on this ship.
That's incredible, B. It's amazing to think about how much history is contained in just one object like that.
Definitely. And just think, every discovery we make here adds to the puzzle of humanity's connection to the sea.
It's humbling, isn't it? To think about how much we still have to learn about our planet's past and how it all ties back to the ocean.
Absolutely. But that's what makes our work so important and exciting. Every day we learn more about the world around us.
Well said, B. Let's keep exploring and see what other secrets this sunken ship might reveal about our ocean's history. Hey B, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing great. So, I heard we're going to be working together on a new project?
Yes, that's correct. I believe it's about managing the employee database for our HR company, right?
Yup, that's the one. It's a big project, but I think we're up for it.
Absolutely. What's the first step we need to take?
I think we should start by analyzing the current database and seeing what improvements we can make.
That's a good idea. I also think we need to consider the security of the data, as we'll be handling a lot of sensitive information.
Definitely. And considering the huge amount of data we'll be dealing with, we need to make sure our system is scalable.
Right, we don't want our system to slow down or crash when we're using it. So, how do you propose we handle the scalability issue?
Well, we could implement a distributed database system, which would allow us to easily scale up our system as the data grows.
That's a good idea. But what about data redundancy? We don't want to lose any important data, do we?
You're absolutely right. We should have a backup system in place, just in case something happens to the main database.
Sounds like a solid plan. Do you have any ideas for the backup system?
One option could be to use a cloud-based storage system, which would ensure that our data is always backed up and easily accessible.
That sounds like a good solution. But do you think we should also have a physical backup, just in case?
It's always good to have a backup for your backup. We can set up a system where the backup is automatically saved to a physical drive as well.
Great idea. We're also going to need a good user interface for the system, something that's easy to navigate.
Absolutely. We want to make sure that our clients can easily find and update the information they need.
I think we should also implement data validation checks to ensure that all the data entered into the system is accurate and complete.
Yes, that's a great idea. We don't want any errors or inconsistencies in our database.
Overall, I think we have a strong plan to tackle this project. I'm excited to get started on it with you, A.
Likewise, B. Let's get to work. Good morning. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I need your help with choosing the right medicine for my baby's cold.
Of course. How old is your baby?
She's only 6 months old.
All right, we have a few options. We have a nasal saline spray and an acetaminophen infant liquid.
I'm not sure which one to choose. Can you explain the difference between the two?
The nasal spray helps to relieve nasal congestion and the infant liquid helps reduce fever and pain.
Oh, I see. Can I use both together?
Yes, you can use both together. Just make sure to follow the dosage instructions carefully.
Thank you. Is there anything else I should know?
Yes, it's important to always read the labels and ingredients carefully to avoid any allergic reactions. And if your baby's symptoms persist or worsen, it's best to consult a pediatrician.
Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. Have a great day and take care of your little one. Hey B, did you hear about the architect at our construction site?
No, what happened?
Well, apparently he's a really famous architect who designed some amazing buildings.
Wow, that's impressive. I hope he knows how to work with us construction workers.
I'm sure he does. But you know what they say about architects, they always want everything to be perfect.
As long as he doesn't slow us down, I'm all for perfection.
I agree, it's important we work efficiently. Have you had a chance to talk to him?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I want to learn some new techniques from him.
That's a great attitude, B. I'm sure he'll appreciate your eagerness to learn.
Thanks, A. I just want to make sure we build something amazing together.
Speaking of building, have you seen the blueprints for this project?
Yes, I have. They're pretty complex, but with our teamwork, I'm confident we can handle it.
That's the spirit, buddy. Together, we can build anything we set our minds to.
You got it, A. Let's get to work and make this construction site the best it can be.
Good morning, Director B. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great, A. It's a beautiful day for shooting our film.
Yes, it is. I'm excited to get into character and start filming my scenes.
That's the spirit. I heard you've been practicing your lines. Are you feeling confident?
Definitely. I've been rehearsing them like crazy. But you know what they say, practice makes perfect.
That's true. And you're doing a great job so far. But you also need to remember to have fun and enjoy the moment.
Agreed. I mean, I get to play a superhero. How cool is that?
Laughs, it's pretty cool. But just remember that being a superhero also means taking direction and working together as a team.
Absolutely. Speaking of teamwork, how's the rest of the cast and crew doing?
Everyone's doing great. We have a fantastic group of people working together to make this film a success.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm really grateful to be a part of this project.
And we're grateful to have you, A. Now let's get started and make some movie magic.
Let's do it. But first, can I grab a cup of coffee?
Laughs, of course. You know where the craft services table is.
Thanks, B. You're the best director ever.
Smiles, don't let it get to your head now, A. We've got work to do.
Good evening, I'm a wine expert and I'm here to assist you in choosing the perfect wine to pair with your meal tonight.
Great. We have a lot of choices on the menu. Which wine do you recommend for the steak?
I would suggest a full-bodied red wine, like a Cabernet Sauvignon. It will complement the richness of the steak.
What about the salmon dish? Do you have any specific recommendations for that?
For fish, I would recommend a lighter wine, like a Pinot Noir or a Chardonnay. The flavors won't overpower the delicate taste of the salmon.
What about dessert wines? Do you have any recommendations for our guests with a sweet tooth?
Absolutely. A rich port or a sweet Riesling would be perfect for dessert. They have the right sweetness to complement the flavor of the dessert without overpowering it.
That's great advice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Actually, there's one more thing. We have a vegan guest. Do you have any wine suggestions for a vegan meal?
Of course. For vegan dishes, I'd recommend something like a Sauvignon Blanc, which is light and fruity, or a Zinfandel, which has a bold and spicy flavor.
Thank you so much for your help. Our guest will be thrilled with your recommendations.
It was my pleasure to assist you. Enjoy your meal. Hi B, have you heard about ISO 27001 risk management?
Yes, I have. It's all about managing the risks in the field of security, right?
Precisely, it's a great way to ensure the security of your business and customers' information.
That sounds like a pretty important process. How does it work exactly?
Well, first you need to conduct a risk assessment to identify potential threats and vulnerabilities.
And then you need to implement controls to mitigate those risks and protect the information.
Exactly, you also need to review and monitor the effectiveness of these controls on a regular basis.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. Do you think it's worth it?
Definitely, it's a worthwhile investment to ensure the security of your business and customers' information.
Okay, I'm convinced. Can you recommend any resources to learn more about this process?
Sure, there are many online courses and books available. I can send you some links later.
That would be great. Thanks for your help, A.
No problem, always happy to help out.
By the way, have you had any experience implementing ISO 27001 risk management in your company?
Yes, we have implemented it and it has helped us improve our security measures and build trust with our clients.
Good to know. Thanks for sharing your experience, A.
No problem, anytime. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for some entertainment?
Of course. What do you have in store for us?
Well, today I'll be juggling some knives while riding a unicycle.
Wow, that sounds dangerous. Are you sure you can handle it?
I've been at this for years. Don't worry, I'll be careful.
This is absolutely amazing. You're making it look so easy.
Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you all are enjoying the show. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a little mishap.
You certainly have nerves of steel.
It's all in good fun. But, I have to admit, it does get my heart racing a bit.
That was incredible. Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
I have a few more tricks, but we'll save those for another day. Thanks for watching, folks.
Thank you for putting on such a great show. You made my day.
It's my pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your day in Melbourne. Hi B, it's great to see you here at the Image Processing Company. So, what's the latest with our soft engineer Mr. A and you?
Hey, good to see you too. Well, I've been working closely with Mr. A on enhancing the image processing algorithm.
That sounds cool. What kind of ideas have you guys come up with so far?
We've been playing around with different types of filters and edge detection algorithms. We're trying to optimize the image processing software as much as possible.
Interesting. But does all this optimization really make a big difference?
Definitely. By optimizing the algorithm, we can help clients save time and improve the overall quality of their images without compromising the speed or the performance of the software.
That's great. So, how do you think we can sell these improvements to our clients?
Well, we can showcase the results using some before and after images, and then explain to them the new changes we've made. We can also emphasize how these changes will save them valuable time and resources.
Gotcha. And do you think we can incorporate some new features too, like adding more color channels or some cool image filters?
Sure, that's totally possible. We can add a bunch of new features to make our software more exciting and useful than ever.
Awesome. Sounds like there's a lot to do, but I'm glad we're working together on this.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure to work with you, eh? Let's get started.
Hi there. What brings you to the countryside?
I'm actually an architect and I'm here to help plan and build a farm with a farmer.
Wow, I have a couple of acres that I've been wanting to turn into a farm. Do you think this is possible?
Of course. Let's walk around your land and see what we can do.
Great. I was thinking of having a vegetable garden, a chicken coop, and maybe a small pond.
Those are good ideas. We can also add in some fruit trees and a barn for storage.
Really? That sounds awesome. I'm excited already.
Don't worry. We'll make sure that everything is practical and efficient.
Thank you. You know what? I used to think building a farm was too expensive, but with your help, it seems a lot more doable.
That's one of the great things about being an architect. I get to help people bring their dreams to life.
You're not just good at designing buildings. You're great at inspiring people too.
Thank you. So, when do you want to start?
How about next week? I'll clear the area for the garden and chicken coop so it's easier for you to work on.
That sounds perfect. I can't wait to see your farm come to life.
Thanks to you, it'll be the best farm in the county. Hi there. Are you ready for some fun in the sun?
Absolutely. I'm excited to try out some water activities.
Great. Let's start with some basic paddling techniques. Have you ever done paddleboarding before?
No, I haven't. But it looks easy enough.
It's definitely easy once you get the hang of it. First, you'll need to balance your weight on the board.
Okay, got it. What's next?
Next, you'll need to paddle with your arms to move the board forward. Remember to keep your paddle close to the board and maintain a steady rhythm.
I think I'm getting it. This is fun.
Yes, it is. Now, let's move on to something more challenging. How about we try some wave riding?
Wave riding? That sounds exciting.
It is. Before we start, let's make sure you know how to handle the board. Always keep it pointed towards the shore to avoid getting pulled out to sea.
Got it. What do I do when the wave comes?
When you see a wave coming, start paddling towards it. Once it catches up to you, get up on your feet and ride the wave towards the shore.
Woohoo! This is amazing. I feel like a pro already.
You're a natural. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Let's keep practicing and try out some more water activities later.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for being such a helpful coach, eh?
Hello B, it's nice to meet you. So, our company wants to build a system to monitor and predict energy production. Do you have any ideas?
Nice to meet you too, eh? We could use machine learning algorithms to analyze historical data to make accurate predictions about future energy production.
That sounds like a great idea. But what about real-time monitoring? It could help us detect problems before they happen.
Definitely. We can use sensors to measure energy production and consumption, and then use the data to monitor and adjust output in real time.
That would be incredibly efficient. But what about power outages or system failures? How would we know where the problem is?
We could use a fault diagnosis system that uses data to detect the source of the problem, so we can quickly fix it.
Okay, that makes sense. What kind of technology would we need to make the system?
We would need a cloud-based platform to store the data and run machine learning algorithms, as well as software for data analysis and visualization.
Got it. Do you think we could integrate renewable energy sources like solar panels and wind turbines into the system?
Definitely. We can use data from these sources to supplement energy production and reduce reliance on traditional sources like coal and oil.
This is all amazing information, B. I can't wait to see the system come to life.
Neither can I, A. It's going to make energy production more efficient and sustainable.
Hi there. How long have you been a taxi driver in Bangkok?
Hey. I have been driving taxis in Bangkok for about 6 years now. It's quite a busy job, but I love meeting new people.
That's great. Have you visited any famous tourist spots in Bangkok?
Yes, I have visited Wat Arun Temple and Chinatown. Have you been there?
Oh yes, I have. I even tried the street food in Chinatown. It was delicious.
Oh, that's great. Do you have any plans for your trip to Bangkok?
Yes, I want to explore the nightlife and try some Thai seafood. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure thing. You should try the seafood at Klong Toei Market, and for the nightlife, visit Khao San Road. It's the perfect place for partying.
Whoa, I'm excited already. Do you listen to music while driving?
Yes, I do. I love playing classic rock like Led Zeppelin and AC/DC. How about you?
I love pop music, especially Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. Can you play their songs?
Of course. I have all their songs on my playlist. Let me know if you want me to play them.
Thanks, that's awesome. You have a great taste in music.
Thanks, I like to keep my passengers happy. We're almost there. Is there anything else you need to know about Bangkok?
No, that's all for now. Thanks for the recommendations and the ride. Have a great day.
You're welcome, and you too. If you ever need a ride again, don't hesitate to call me. Enjoy your trip in Bangkok.
Hi there, I'm A. Nice to meet you.
Hi A, I'm B. Pleasure to meet you too.
So, how do you think we can establish an efficient network security system in a government agency?
Well, first of all, we need to identify potential vulnerabilities and protect them with appropriate measures.
That's a good point. How about ensuring compliance with security policies and regulations?
Absolutely. And we also need to educate our staff on safe online practices and prevent human errors.
Yes, and we should implement regular security audits and penetration testing to identify any weaknesses and improve our defenses.
Agreed. And it's important to keep up with the latest threats and technologies to stay ahead of attackers.
Definitely. Have you heard about ransomware attacks and how they can devastate organizations?
Yes, I have. It's a serious threat that we need to guard against. And we should also have a well-defined incident response plan in case of any security breaches.
That's a good idea. And we need to ensure that our security measures are cost-effective and aligned with our organization's goals and resources.
Right. And we should work closely with other departments and agencies to share information and collaborate on security issues.
Yes, teamwork is crucial for effective security management. And don't forget about physical security measures like access controls and surveillance.
Absolutely. All of these elements are essential for a comprehensive security strategy. It's a complex but rewarding endeavor.
Agreed. And with our combined expertise and determination, we can definitely make a difference in protecting our organization and its resources. Hi, have you been working on any new projects lately?
Yeah, I started learning some new frameworks for front-end development. How about you?
I've been brushing up on my CSS skills and learning some new software for UX design.
Nice. What tools are you using for UX design?
I've been using Sketch and Figma. Have you tried those before?
Yeah, I've tried both of them. I prefer Figma because it's more collaborative.
That's true. But I like Sketch because of its simplicity. It's easier to work with.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, what frameworks have you been learning?
I've been checking out React and Vue.js. I've heard they're pretty popular.
They are. React is really powerful, but Vue.js is more beginner-friendly.
I'll have to keep that in mind. Which one do you like better?
I prefer React because of its flexibility. There are so many possibilities with it.
That's true. I'm excited to try it out. So, have you worked with any new technologies lately?
Yeah, I've been experimenting with machine learning. It's really fascinating.
Wow, that sounds complicated. How did you get started with it?
I started by learning Python and then started working with TensorFlow. It's been a fun challenge.
I'm impressed. Maybe I'll have to give it a try someday.
You should. It's a great way to expand your skills.
Thanks for the suggestion. Well, it was great talking with you about our tech adventures.
Same here. Let's catch up again soon.
Hey there, what are your thoughts on the development of ocean-based renewable energy?
Hi. I think it's a promising field. The ocean has a lot of potential energy waiting to be harnessed.
Right. The waves and tides are a powerful force. Have you heard about any interesting projects?
Yes, I recently read about a company that is developing a floating wind turbine. It's designed to work in deeper waters where traditional turbines can't be installed.
That's impressive. There's also a lot of potential with underwater turbines. They can harness the energy of the ocean currents.
Definitely. Plus, there's the potential for thermal energy, which can be tapped into by utilizing the temperature difference between deep and shallow water.
Wow, I hadn't even thought of that. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities.
Absolutely, but we can't forget about the environmental impact. We need to ensure that any developments are done responsibly and sustainably.
Agreed. It's important to consider the impact on marine life and the surrounding ecosystem.
Absolutely. And we need to constantly monitor the technology to ensure it's functioning optimally and safely.
Definitely. Speaking of technology, have you heard about the potential for using artificial intelligence in ocean-based renewable energy?
Yes. AI can help with predicting energy output, optimizing performance, and identifying potential problems before they occur.
It's amazing how technology is constantly evolving and improving. I believe we can find a way to harmoniously coexist with the ocean while using its potential energy.
Absolutely. The ocean is a valuable resource and we owe it to ourselves and future generations to explore its potential with respect and responsibility.
Good morning and welcome to your first dive at the Great Barrier Reef. I'm your instructor, A. What's your name?
Hi, I'm B. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, B. Now, have you scuba dived before?
No, it's my first time. I'm a bit nervous.
Don't worry, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Let's start by putting on your gear.
Okay, this wetsuit is tight but it feels good.
Great. Now, let's go over the hand signals we'll be using underwater.
Sure thing. So, this means okay?
That's right. And if you need to go up to the surface, you'll do this.
Got it. What if I want to show you something cool?
You can do this signal. It means look.
Awesome. I hope I see some cool fish or maybe even a whale.
Oh, you definitely will. The Great Barrier Reef is full of amazing marine life. Are you ready to dive in?
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, remember to equalize your ears as we descend. And try to breathe slowly and deeply.
Got it. Wow, it's so beautiful down here.
Yes, it's like a different world, isn't it? Look at these colorful fish swimming by.
That's incredible. I feel like I'm in Finding Nemo.
Haha, yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. Keep your eyes peeled for any interesting creatures.
Whoa, what's that over there?
Oh, that's a cuttlefish. It's like a squid, but it can change color to blend in with its surroundings.
That's amazing. I'm so glad I booked this dive.
Me too. You're a natural underwater. Let's explore some more.
Sounds good to me.
Have you ever had shawarma before?
Actually, I haven't. What is it?
It's a Middle Eastern sandwich filled with meat, veggies, and sauce.
That sounds delicious. What kind of meat do they use?
Usually chicken, beef, or lamb. But some places even offer tofu and falafel.
Wow, that's quite a variety. What kind of veggies do they use?
It depends on the place, but usually lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and sometimes even pickles or cucumbers.
Yum, I'm getting hungry just hearing about it. What kind of sauce do they put on it?
Typically, it's a creamy garlic sauce, but some places make it spicy with hot sauce or harissa.
I love a little kicking in my food. Where's the best place to get shawarma around here?
There's a great food truck that always parks on the corner of 5th and Main Street. Their shawarma is amazing.
I'm definitely going to have to try it. Thanks for telling me about it.
No problem. We should go grab some together sometime.
Yes, let's make a date for shawarma soon.
Hey, Coach B. How's it going today?
Hey there, hey. Just another day at the gym. How about you?
It's been good so far. I'm feeling energized and ready to train.
Great to hear. What's on the agenda for today's training?
I was thinking we could focus on some cardio to start, maybe some interval training.
Sounds like a plan. We can switch it up with some resistance training as well.
Perfect. You always know how to mix it up and keep it interesting.
That's what I'm here for. I want to make sure you get the most out of your workouts.
I appreciate that, Coach. You've been a huge help in improving my form and technique.
No problem, hey. It's all about working together to reach your fitness goals.
Speaking of goals, I've been thinking about entering a local 5K race. What do you think?
That's a great idea. Let's start incorporating some longer runs into your training and get you race ready.
Awesome, I'm excited. I couldn't have done it without you, Coach.
Don't sell yourself short, hey. You've put in the hard work and dedication to get to where you are today.
You're right, but having your guidance made all the difference. Thank you, Coach.
Anytime, hey. Now let's get to work and make those fitness goals a reality.
Hey B, I heard you guys found some serious vulnerabilities during the penetration testing.
Yeah, we were actually pretty surprised with how easy it was to compromise some of the systems.
That's scary, but at least you guys found them before real hackers did.
Absolutely. We're now in the process of prioritizing and fixing those vulnerabilities.
How do you normally go about fixing those vulnerabilities?
It depends on the severity and complexity of the vulnerability. Sometimes a simple patch will do, but other times we may have to redesign certain parts of the system.
That makes sense. How do you ensure that the patch doesn't introduce any new vulnerabilities?
We thoroughly test the patch before deploying it. We conduct automated and manual testing to make sure everything works as intended.
What about the vulnerabilities that cannot be fixed immediately?
For those, we mitigate the risk by implementing additional security controls or monitoring.
So like compensating controls.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I'm glad you guys are on top of this. Good luck with the patching process.
Thanks, hey. It's been a busy few days, but we're making good progress.
Hey B, have you tried that new restaurant down the street?
Not yet. What's their specialty?
I heard they serve some awesome soup with freshly baked bread.
Oh, you definitely got my attention. Do they have any vegetarian options?
Yes, they do. I think they have a cream of mushroom soup that is to die for.
That sounds amazing. I love me some mushrooms.
Speaking of mushrooms, have you ever tried making your own mushroom soup at home?
No, I usually just buy canned soup. How do you make it?
It's super easy. All you need is some fresh mushrooms, onion, and a vegetable or chicken stock. Then you just saute the mushrooms and onion, add the stock, and blend it all together.
Wow, you make it sound easy enough. I'm definitely going to try that out.
You should. Homemade soup is always the best.
Agreed. But sometimes I just crave some good old-fashioned chicken noodle soup.
Oh yes, nothing beats chicken noodle soup when you're feeling sick.
Exactly. And when you're feeling cold, a bowl of hot soup is like a warm hug from the inside.
You know what? I'm feeling hungry now. Let's go get some soup. Hey B, what do you think about the future of the fishing industry?
Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I think sustainability is going to be a big focus.
That's a good point, B. I think we need to start thinking about how we can reduce our impact on the environment.
Absolutely. Maybe we can explore using more eco-friendly technology, like using solar power instead of diesel on our boats.
That's a great idea, B. I know it might be more expensive, but in the long run, it could save us money and be better for the planet.
Exactly. As fishermen, we rely on the ocean and we need to take care of it.
I've also heard that the demand for seafood is increasing all over the world, so we need to make sure we are meeting that demand sustainably.
Yes, but we also need to make sure that we are not overfishing and depleting our resources.
I agree. We need to find a balance between meeting demand and preserving our oceans for future generations.
It's a tough challenge, but I'm optimistic that we can find a way to make it work.
Me too, B. It's great to see that we are both thinking about the future and trying to adapt to the changing world around us.
Absolutely, A. The future is bright for the fishing industry if we can work together and make sustainability a top priority.
Hey B, have you ever tried lamb chops?
No, I haven't. Are they good?
They're amazing. You should definitely try them.
What do they taste like?
Well, they're juicy and tender, and they have this distinct flavor that's hard to describe. You just need to try them for yourself.
Okay, I'll give them a go. How should I cook them?
You can cook them on the grill, in the oven, or even on the stovetop. Just make sure to season them with some herbs and spices.
Sounds delicious. Who introduced you to lamb chops?
My dad actually. He's a huge fan of them and taught me how to cook them perfectly.
I'm excited to try them now. Do you have any recipes you can share?
Sure, I can send you some. But the most important thing to remember is to not overcook them. Lamb chops are best when they're cooked to medium rare.
Got it, thanks for the tip. Any sides that would pair well?
You can never go wrong with some roasted vegetables or even some garlic mashed potatoes.
Yum, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. When can we plan a lamb chops dinner night?
How about this weekend? I can get the lamb chops and you can bring the sides.
Perfect, I'm looking forward to it.
Hi B, it's great to see you. So, what brings you here today?
I'm here to discuss the current state of our e-commerce platform. I've noticed some issues that need to be addressed.
Oh, really? Tell me more about these issues.
Well, to begin with, our website is not very user-friendly. Customers often have trouble finding what they're looking for and completing their purchases.
That's definitely not good. Do you have any suggestions for improving our platform?
Yes, I think we should focus on simplifying the checkout process and making it easier for customers to navigate the site.
That sounds like a good idea. We could also consider adding more personalized features, like suggested products based on a customer's search history.
Yes, I agree. And we should also make sure our website is optimized for mobile devices, since more and more people are shopping online using their phones.
Absolutely. We can't afford to ignore the growing trend of mobile commerce. What are your thoughts on integrating social media into our platform?
I think it could be a great way to engage with our customers and build a stronger online community. We could even offer special discounts and promotions to customers who follow us on social media.
Excellent suggestion. And what about our product pages? Do you think we need to make any improvements there?
Yes, I think our product pages could be more visually appealing and informative. We could include more high-quality photos and detailed descriptions to give customers a better sense of the product.
Agreed. And how about our search function? Is it effective in helping customers find what they're looking for?
The current search function is not great, to be honest. We should work on improving its accuracy and speed.
Thank you for bringing all of these issues to my attention, B. It sounds like we have a lot of work to do, but I'm confident we can improve our e-commerce platform and provide a better experience for our customers.
I'm optimistic too, A. With the right strategies in place, we can take our online sales to the next level.
Hi, B. How's it going?
Good, good. Just trying to brainstorm some ideas for our next game. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was thinking we could incorporate more interactive features to enhance the player's experience.
That sounds interesting. Could you give me an example?
Sure, we could add a virtual reality component where the player feels like they're actually in the game.
I see what you mean. That could definitely add a new level of immersion.
Right. And we could also add a character customization feature so the players can create their own unique avatars.
That's a great idea. I was also thinking we could incorporate Easter eggs in the game, secret hidden features that players have to discover on their own.
Oh, I love Easter eggs. It would definitely give players more incentive to explore the game even more.
Yes, exactly. And maybe we could even have different storylines that players can choose to follow, so the game feels more personalized.
Absolutely. And what about adding mini-games within the main game to give players more variety?
I like it. Maybe we could even have special rewards for completing those mini-games.
Yeah, that would definitely keep players engaged for longer periods of time. And what do you think about adding an online multiplayer mode too?
That's a great idea. It would add a competitive aspect to the game and allow players to connect with others.
Exactly. I think with all these features combined, our game could provide a truly rich and enjoyable experience for the players.
Agreed. Let's start working on implementing these ideas and make our game the best it can be.
Hi there. Are you interested in our promotion today?
Yes, absolutely. What do you have on offer?
Well, we're offering 20% off all clothing and accessories in the store.
That sounds great. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure, what's your style like?
I like a mix of casual and trendy.
Well, we have some great ripped jeans that would really fit that style.
Oh, those sound perfect. What's the price like?
With the discount, it would come out to about $45.
That's a pretty good deal. I'll take them.
Awesome. We also have some really cool graphic tees that you might like.
I'm definitely a fan of graphic tees. Can I see them?
Sure thing. Here are a few options. How about this one with a taco on it?
Ha, that's hilarious. I'll take that one too.
Great choice. Is there anything else you're looking for today?
Not really. I think these two items will do it for me.
All right then. Your total will come out to $73.50 after the discount. Is that okay?
Yep, that works for me. Here's my card.
Thanks, I'll just swipe it here. And here's your receipt. Thanks for shopping with us today. I hope you enjoy your new clothes.
Thank you, I definitely will. Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks again for coming in. Hey there, I'm excited to be working with you on this project. Can't wait to see the amazing UI you come up with.
Thanks, same here. So, what are your thoughts on the app's functionality?
Well, I'm thinking of adding personalized workout plans based on users' fitness goals and fitness level. And also tracking progress with analytics.
Sounds great. And what's your take on the overall aesthetic of the app?
I think we should go for a sleek and modern look, using bright colors and intuitive icons. What do you think?
Agreed. And how about incorporating some animations to make the app more engaging? For instance, when the user completes a workout, we could have a confetti animation.
Oh, I love that idea. It'll definitely make the user feel more accomplished. How about incorporating motivational quotes as well?
Yes, that would be a great feature. We could even have a feature where users can add their own favorite inspirational quotes.
Yes, allowing users to take ownership of their workout experience would definitely make the app stand out.
Absolutely. Another feature we could add is a community aspect, where users can connect with other fitness enthusiasts and share their workout journeys.
Brilliant. A sense of community always helps with motivation, especially when it comes to fitness.
And finally, we could incorporate badges or rewards for users who consistently use the app and reach certain milestones. People love feeling recognized for their hard work.
That's an excellent idea. This app is going to be a game changer in the health and fitness industry.
I couldn't agree more.
Hey B, have you noticed that our user interface is a little clunky?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed. What are you thinking we should do to improve it?
I think we need to simplify the design a bit. The current setup can be overwhelming for users.
I agree. Have you thought about possibly using more negative space to give it a cleaner look?
That's a great idea. And we could also use brighter colors to make the important buttons pop.
Perfect. And maybe we could also add some animations to make the interface more engaging.
Yes, animations could definitely make the user experience more enjoyable.
How about we also try to make the interface more intuitive?
Absolutely. We should make sure that the layout makes sense and that the most important features are easy to find.
And maybe we could even get some user feedback to see where we could make improvements.
That's a great idea. We could use their feedback to guide our design decisions.
Definitely. We want to make sure our users are happy with the changes we make.
Exactly. And if we improve their experience, they'll be more likely to keep using the platform.
That's the goal. We want to create a smooth, enjoyable experience that keeps our users coming back.
Right. And by improving the user interface, we'll also be able to attract new users.
Agreed. A strong, user-friendly interface is key to the success of our social media platform.
I'm excited to start making these changes. It's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be worth it.
Definitely. Let's get to work.
Good morning, class. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Today, we'll be discussing the different types of animals found in the rainforest.
That sounds interesting. I've always wanted to go on a rainforest adventure.
Me too, B. I've heard the rainforest is full of exotic animals like jaguars and monkeys.
Speaking of monkeys, did you know that a group of monkeys is called a troop?
That's right, B. And did you also know that the rainforest is also home to the world's smallest monkey, the pygmy marmoset?
Wow, those must be really small monkeys. Are there any other interesting animals in the rainforest?
Yes, there are many. There are also sloths, toucans, and even poison dart frogs. But don't worry, B, they're not harmful if you don't touch them.
That's a relief. This rainforest adventure sounds amazing. I can't wait to see all these fascinating creatures.
Well, I'm glad you're excited, B. Remember, it's important to respect and protect these animals and their habitat.
Absolutely, we should always strive to preserve nature's beauty. Thanks for this informative lesson, Teacher A.
You're welcome, B. Keep up the good work and I'm sure you'll make a difference in the world. Hey B, thanks for helping me out with the repairs. I'm bummed that I lost some time on the track today.
No problem, A. That's what I'm here for. What's going on with the car?
It's not accelerating like it should. I think it might be a problem with the fuel injection system.
Let me take a look. You know, I used to race cars when I was younger. I was pretty good at it, too.
Really? I had no idea. What made you switch to being a mechanic?
Well, after a while, I realized that I enjoyed working on the cars more than driving them. Plus, my wife was tired of me coming home with broken bones.
Fair enough. So, do you miss racing at all?
Sometimes, but I get my thrills vicariously through working on your car.
Well, I hope I can give you some excitement soon. Any progress on the repairs?
Yeah, it looks like the fuel injectors were clogged. I cleaned them out, and the car should be running like a dream now.
Awesome, thanks so much. You really know your stuff.
It's my pleasure. Just remember to keep up with regular maintenance so we don't have any surprises on race day.
Right, I'll make sure to do that. Hey, have you ever thought about getting back into racing?
Not really. I may be getting on in years, but I can still hear the engines roar in my dreams.
Well, I'm glad you're on my team, B. Let's show the competition what we're made of.
You got it, A. Now let's get that car out there and win this race.
Hey there, have you heard about the latest trend in HR management?
No, what's that?
It's all about utilizing digital tools to streamline recruitment and employee training.
That sounds interesting. How can we implement that in our company?
Well, we can start by using online platforms to post job openings and reach a wider audience.
And what about the selection process?
We can use proprietary software to scan and shortlist resumes, saving us a lot of manual labor.
That would definitely make things easier.
Absolutely. And for training, we can use e-learning modules to deliver consistent and thorough training across the board.
I like the sound of that. What kind of feedback have you received from the employees?
They seem to appreciate the convenience of being able to access training materials anytime, anywhere.
That's great. Have you considered incorporating virtual reality in the training modules?
Yes, actually. It's a really immersive and engaging tool that can help employees retain information better.
Sounds like we're headed towards a more advanced and efficient way of managing HR.
Definitely. And by utilizing these digital tools, we can save a lot of time and resources while still providing quality recruitment and training services.
I completely agree. Let's get started on implementing these changes right away.
Hi there, how are you doing today, Mr. B?
Oh, I'm just peachy, dear. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Did you eat breakfast already?
Yes, I had some oatmeal and juice this morning. It was quite satisfying.
That's good to hear. Would you like some company for a walk around the garden?
That sounds lovely. It's such a beautiful day outside.
Yes, the sun is shining bright today. Have you ever seen any flowers or trees that are your favorite?
Oh yes, I have always loved the magnolias. They remind me of my childhood home.
That's wonderful. What do you miss most about your childhood home?
I miss the warmth of my family's love and the smell of the fresh air. Those were good times.
I understand, Mr. B. Those are precious memories that we hold dear. Shall we continue our walk?
Yes, let's carry on. Thank you for spending some time with me, dear.
It's my pleasure, Mr. B. I enjoy our talks and walks together.
You are such a helpful assistant.
Hey, have you checked out that website our boss sent us?
Yeah, what about it?
I noticed they used a really cool responsive design.
I know, right? It looks great on my phone and laptop.
It's amazing how it adjusts to different screen sizes seamlessly.
Yeah, and it's so user-friendly too.
I love how it allows for easy navigation and accessibility.
That's definitely a plus. It's frustrating when a website is difficult to use.
Have you ever tried to access a website on your phone and it's just a mess?
Oh, don't even get me started. It's like trying to read hieroglyphics.
Haha, yes. Responsive design is a lifesaver in those situations.
Definitely. It's just so convenient to have a website that works on all devices.
It's also great for businesses to have responsive design, since it increases the chances of more people using their website.
Yes, absolutely. It's a smart investment for any business.
Have you ever tried creating a website with responsive design?
A little bit. It takes some extra work, but it's worth it in the end.
I imagine it might be challenging to get everything to align perfectly.
It definitely can be, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad.
Well, I guess we better start practicing. Who knows, we might be the next responsive design pros.
Hey, you never know. Let's give it a shot.
Hi there, I just wanted to come in and discuss my progress with you.
Hello. Of course, let's take a look at your grades and see how you're doing.
Well, for starters, I'm really proud of my improvement in math. I used to really struggle with it, but I've been studying a lot and I got a B on my last test.
That's fantastic. It's always great to see our hard work paying off. What else has been going well for you?
My English class is also going pretty well, but I feel like I still have a lot of room for improvement.
As long as you keep working at it, I'm confident you'll continue to see progress there. Have you been doing any extra study outside of class?
Yeah, I've been watching English TV shows and reading more in my free time. It's been helping me a lot.
That's a great idea. Keep it up. Is there anything you're still struggling with that we can work on?
I've been having some trouble with taking notes during lectures. It seems like I can never write down everything that's important.
Taking good notes can definitely be a challenge. Let's work together on some strategies to help you out.
That sounds great. Thanks, counselor.
Of course. That's what I'm here for. Don't hesitate to come back whenever you need some extra help.
Hey B, have you heard about the ISO 27001 security incident management?
Yeah, I have. It's basically a way to manage security incidents in organizations, right?
That's correct. But do you know how it works?
Not really. Would you mind explaining it to me?
Sure. It's a process that consists of identifying, analyzing, and responding to security incidents in a systematic way.
So, what kind of incidents are we talking about here?
Anything from a malware attack to a physical breach of security. The idea is to have a plan in place to deal with any incident that may arise.
Sounds like a great idea. Why is it important, though?
Well, for starters, it helps protect sensitive information and assets from being compromised. And it also ensures that incidents are responded to in a timely and efficient manner.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. Is it difficult to implement?
Not necessarily. It does require some planning and coordination, but once the process is in place, it becomes easier to manage incidents.
Good to know. I think I might suggest this to my boss.
That's a great idea, B. It'll definitely make your organization more secure and better prepared to deal with any incidents that may occur.
Thanks, hey. You always have the best advice.
No problem, B. I just want to make sure you're always up to date on the latest security trends.
You're a helpful assistant, hey, thanks for being there for me.
Anytime, B. That's what I'm here for. Hey, have you checked out the new website design? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I've had a chance to explore it a bit. Overall, I think the user experience is pretty good, but there are definitely some areas that could use improvement.
Like what?
Well, for starters, I found it hard to find certain information, even though it should have been easily accessible.
That's frustrating. Could it be a problem with the navigation?
Yeah, I think so. And some of the labels weren't very clear either.
That's a UX fail. What about the visuals? Did you like the look and feel of the website?
It definitely looks nice, but I think they went a bit overboard on the animations. It can be distracting and slow down the user's experience.
I hear you. There's nothing more annoying than having to wait for things to load. Did you encounter any bugs?
Actually, no. The website seems to be working well in that sense.
That's a relief. I hate when I encounter bugs on a website. It really ruins the experience.
Same here. Speaking of ruining experiences, have you ever encountered a website with a terrible pop-up ad?
Oh, don't even get me started on pop-ups. They're the bane of my browsing existence.
Yeah, and they always seem to pop up at the worst possible time. Like, I don't need to sign up for your newsletter while I'm trying to make a purchase.
Haha, so true. Okay, back to the website. What do you think they did well?
I think they did a great job with the overall design aesthetic. And I liked how they integrated some interactive elements to keep users engaged.
That's good to hear. I think if they address some of the UX issues, this could be a top-notch website.
Definitely. And who knows, maybe we'll be the ones designing the next big thing in web design.
Dream big, my friend. Dream big. Hi B, I see you're working on that big data project. What's on your mind?
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to figure out which analytics framework to use. Do you have any suggestions?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Are you looking for speed or accuracy?
I definitely need both. I want to analyze a ton of data, but I also want the results to be reliable.
In that case, have you considered Apache Spark? It's known for being fast and powerful, but it can also handle complex data types.
I have heard of Spark, but I'm not very familiar with it. Do you know how difficult it is to set up?
It can be a bit challenging, but there are plenty of resources online to help you get started. Plus, once you have it up and running, you'll be amazed at how much you can do with it.
Okay, that's good to know. Thanks for the suggestion. What kind of data have you been working with lately?
Right now, I'm working on analyzing social media data. It's fascinating to see how people interact with each other online.
That does sound interesting. Do you have any tips for working with that kind of data?
Well, one thing to keep in mind is that social media data can be noisy, so you'll want to use filters to weed out irrelevant information. And it's also important to take the context into account. Sometimes a tweet or a post might seem negative, but it's actually meant to be humorous.
That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any fun projects coming up?
Actually, I'm working on a project to analyze cat videos on YouTube.
Laughs, seriously? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to find out what makes certain cat videos more popular than others. It's silly, but it's also a good way to practice some data visualization techniques.
Sounds like a great way to spend a Friday night. Keep me posted on how that goes.
Good afternoon. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I'm here to claim my prize that I won at the casino.
Congratulations. What prize did you win?
I won a trip to Europe, all expenses paid.
Wow, that's amazing. Can I see your ID and player's card?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. I just need to verify your information before I can process your prize.
No problem, take your time.
All right, everything checks out. May I ask which European destination you'll be going to?
Italy, I can't wait to try some authentic pasta and gelato.
That sounds delicious. Before you go, may I offer some recommendations for things to do in Italy?
Of course, I would appreciate that.
You must visit the Colosseum in Rome, it's a must-see. Also, the Leaning Tower of Pisa and Vatican City are great tourist spots.
Thank you so much for your suggestions. I'll definitely add those to my itinerary.
You're welcome. Have a great trip and enjoy your winnings.
Thank you, I will.
Good morning, B. How can I help you today?
Hi A, I'm looking to design a new home and I was hoping to get some ideas from your team.
Absolutely. We'd be happy to help. What style are you looking for? Modern, traditional, or something in between?
I'm thinking of something modern but still cozy and warm. I want it to feel like a home, not just a house.
Great. We can definitely work with that. Have you thought about any specific features you want in the home?
I definitely want an open concept for the living areas and I would love a big kitchen with lots of counter space for cooking.
Those are both great ideas. We can also incorporate large windows to let in natural light and create a connection with the outdoors.
Oh, I love that. And maybe a fireplace in the living room for those cozy nights in.
That's a great idea. We can look into some modern fireplace designs that would fit with the overall style.
This is all very exciting. How long do you think it will take to come up with a design plan?
We usually take 2 to 3 weeks to develop a design plan, but we'll keep you updated throughout the process.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for all your help, A.
Of course, B. We're looking forward to working with you and creating your dream home. Hey B, what are you up to?
Just reviewing our logistics system. How about you?
Same here. I was thinking, have you heard about machine vision technology?
Yes, I have. It's all about getting data from images or videos, right?
That's right. I think it could help us optimize our cargo tracking system.
Interesting. Could you elaborate more on that?
Sure. Let's say we use cameras to take pictures of the cargo before and after loading. The machine vision algorithms could compare the images and detect any differences.
That sounds like it could save us a lot of time checking for errors.
Exactly. And the image data could also help us locate specific items more efficiently.
Wow, I had no idea machine vision technology could be applied in logistics in such a practical way.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. We could even use it to track the movement of cargo within our facility.
And I assume you've already looked into the costs and implementation challenges?
Yup, I did some research and found some affordable options. Of course, we'll have to do some testing and fine-tuning to get everything running smoothly.
Sounds like a plan. Let's start by gathering more information and setting up a small-scale trial.
Hey B, have you met the new professor we have in the lab?
No, not yet. What's the professor's name?
It's Professor Lee. He's really cool and smart. He knows everything about the latest technologies.
Wow, that sounds amazing. What projects is he working on?
He's currently working on a project involving DNA sequencing. It's really fascinating.
That's great. I'm actually doing my master's thesis on a similar topic.
Really? You should go talk to him. He might have some useful insights for your research.
Thanks for the suggestion, hey. I definitely will.
By the way, did you notice how the professor talks nonstop about science?
Yeah, I noticed that. But, hey, that's what makes him a great scientist, right?
Absolutely. I just hope he knows how to leave his work in the lab and enjoy his free time.
Well, from what I heard, he's also an avid hiker and loves to explore the outdoors.
Really? That's cool. It's always refreshing to see academics who maintain a well-rounded lifestyle.
Agreed. And who knows, maybe someday we'll get to join him on one of his hikes.
That would be awesome. I'm sure we would learn a lot from him.
Definitely. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best.
Hi, I'm A, the data analyst at this media company. Nice to meet you, B.
Nice to meet you too, A. I'm B, the natural language processing engineer.
So, I heard you're an expert in NLP. Can you tell me more about how we can use it to analyze news reports?
Absolutely. NLP can help us extract information from news articles, identify important keywords and topics, and even determine the sentiment of the articles.
That's interesting. How accurate is NLP in analyzing news reports?
It depends on the quality of the data and the algorithms used. But generally, it's quite accurate in identifying important information and trends in the articles.
That sounds promising. Can we use NLP to predict popular news topics in the future?
Yes, we can. NLP can analyze patterns in news articles and predict future trends based on that data.
That would be incredibly useful for our company. How do we get started with using NLP to analyze news reports?
First, we need to gather a large amount of data, preferably in a structured format. Then, we can pre-process the data and use various NLP techniques to extract the relevant information.
That makes sense. Do you have any suggestions for specific NLP tools or software we should use?
There are many great NLP tools out there, including NLTK, Spacey, and Stanford Core NLP. We can try using a combination of these tools to get the best results.
Great. Let's get started on implementing these techniques and see what insights we can uncover from our news reports.
Sounds like a plan, eh? I'm excited to see what we can achieve with NLP.
Good afternoon, B. It's great to meet you here at our design studio. How was your trip over?
Hi, A. Thanks for having me here. The trip was a bit tiring, but it's always worth it to see your team's amazing creations.
That's so kind of you. Now, let's get down to business. What are your thoughts on the design proposal we sent you?
I have to say, your team has really outdone yourselves this time. The use of color and the sleek design really caught my eye.
Thank you, B. We really aim to create a modern and cohesive aesthetic that represents your brand.
I couldn't agree more. The only concern I have is with the font. The current font doesn't quite fit the feel of our brand.
That's no problem, B. We have a wide selection of fonts in our library. We can definitely find one that suits your vision.
Perfect. Also, do you think we can add more green to the design to reflect our brand's focus on sustainability?
Of course, we can incorporate more green elements into the design. Our team loves a good challenge.
I'm glad to hear that. By the way, did you catch the latest episode of the design competition show on TV last night?
Yes, I did. I have to say, I was rooting for the underdogs, but the winning team really deserved it.
I agree completely. It's amazing to see so many talented designers out there, including your team. You guys always impress me with your creativity and attention to detail.
Thank you for those kind words, B. We always strive to create a beautiful and functional final product that exceeds our clients' expectations.
Well, you certainly have done that with our current project. It was great to catch up with you, A, and I look forward to seeing the updated designs.
Likewise, B. Thank you for your feedback and for entrusting us with your design needs. Have a safe trip back home. Hi, B. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing pretty well. So, have you heard about ISO 27001 change control?
Yeah, I have. It's the process of managing changes to an organization's information security management system.
That's right. Have you had any experience with it?
I've had some experience, but I'd love to learn more about it.
Well, it's important to make sure all changes are properly assessed, authorized, and implemented while maintaining the security of the system.
Absolutely. It's important to have a well-defined process for implementing changes.
Definitely. And it's important to always review and improve the change control process as well.
That's a good point. I'm sure there must have been some changes in the past that could have been handled better.
Yeah, it's always good to learn from past mistakes and improve for the future.
So true. Hey, have you heard of any recent updates to the ISO 27001 standard?
Yes, actually, there were some updates made in 2019. One of the key changes was the introduction of the Annex A.14 control, Information Security Incident Management.
Ah, interesting. I'll have to read up on that.
Definitely. It's always good to stay up to date with the latest changes to the standard.
For sure. Thanks for the helpful information and conversation, hey.
No problem at all, happy to chat about it anytime. Hey there. Are you here to see the famous Lady of New York?
Yeah. I've been excited to see the Statue of Liberty all my life.
Brilliant, you've picked the perfect spot to capture the moment. Let me help you take some amazing shots here.
Thank you. Where do you suggest I should stand?
You can stand in front of the iconic statue with a pose of your choice. Maybe spread your arms out like Lady Liberty herself?
Chuckles, I'm not sure if I can pull off that pose. How about something simpler?
No problem. Maybe try standing just to the left of the statue with your arm angled up. That's a classic pose that'll look great.
Sounds good, I'll give it a try. Can you also tell me more about the history of the statue while we're at it?
Absolutely. Did you know that the statue was a gift from France? It was built in 1886 as a symbol of freedom and democracy.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing.
No problem, happy to help out. Plus, once you've taken those perfect pictures, you can visit the museum and learn more about the statue's history.
That's a great idea. I'm definitely adding that to my list. Thanks again for your help.
My pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your time here in New York. Hi there. Can you make me a famous Swiss drink, like absinthe, perhaps?
Sure thing, coming right up. Have you had it before?
A few times, but I'm always up for a new experience. What makes Swiss absinthe special?
Well, it's made with wormwood and other herbs that give it a unique flavor and a touch of bitterness. Plus, it's traditionally served by pouring cold water over a sugar cube on top of the drink.
Sounds interesting. Do you have any other Swiss drinks you'd recommend?
Definitely try a Swiss martini. It's made with gin, dry vermouth, and a splash of absinthe. And if you're feeling adventurous, we have a special cocktail that includes Switzerland's famous cheese, Gruyere.
Wow, that sounds like a wild combination. I'll stick with the absinthe for now, though. How long have you been a bartender?
Oh, about 10 years now. I started out in college and never looked back.
That's cool. What's your favorite part of the job?
Definitely coming up with new recipes and experimenting with different ingredients. It's a lot like being a mad scientist sometimes.
Huh. I can imagine. Do you have any tips for someone trying to make a good cocktail at home?
Definitely invest in quality ingredients and take your time measuring everything out precisely. Oh, and don't be afraid to get creative and try new things.
Good advice, thanks. Hey, this absinthe is delicious. Thanks for making it just right.
You're welcome, happy to help you enjoy a little taste of Switzerland.
Hey B, what movie are we watching tonight?
I was thinking we could watch a comedy this time. How about Bridesmaids?
Sounds like a good choice. I love Melissa McCarthy.
Me too. She's hilarious. Have you seen Spy yet?
Yeah, that one had me laughing from start to finish. I think she's the funniest actress in Hollywood right now.
I totally agree. Anyway, let me go grab some snacks before the movie starts.
Good idea. Maybe we can try that new popcorn flavor we bought last time.
Ooh, the sour cream and onion one? I love that stuff.
Yup, that's the one. And I also got some ice cream in case we get a sweet tooth later.
You really are the best dad ever. Can't wait for the movie to start.
Me neither. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time I met Kristen Wiig?
No way. When was that?
A few years ago, at a comedy festival in New York. I got to chat with her for a bit and she was really cool.
That's so awesome. Maybe we should watch one of her movies next.
Great idea. We'll have to make it a comedy marathon night sometime soon.
Definitely. Now, let's get comfy and get ready to laugh our heads off.
Good morning, class. How's everyone doing today?
Good morning, Ms. A. I'm doing well, thank you.
That's great to hear. So, today we're going to talk about idioms. Who knows what an idiom is?
An idiom is a phrase that doesn't mean what it literally says, right?
Exactly. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Like when someone says it's raining cats and dogs, but it just means it's raining really hard.
Perfect. Now, let's see if you can guess what these idioms mean. On cloud 9.
I think that means someone is really happy.
Yes. You're catching on quickly. How about barking up the wrong tree?
Maybe it means someone is blaming the wrong person for something.
Great job. You're a natural at this. And, cat got your tongue?
I'm not sure about that one.
It means when someone is quiet and not saying anything.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I've never heard that one before.
That's the fun of idioms. You get to learn something new and quirky every day. Do you have any favorites, B?
Yeah, I really like when pigs fly. It's just such a funny image in my head.
It definitely is. Well, that's all we have time for today. Keep practicing those idioms, everyone. Hey there, B. How's it going?
Not bad, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great, just finishing up a UI design for a new mobile app.
Nice. I'm actually working on the UX for a similar project. Want to bounce some ideas off each other?
Yes, let's do it. What are your thoughts on the key elements of a great user experience?
Well, first and foremost, the app should be intuitive and easy to navigate.
Agreed. And it should also be visually appealing, right?
Definitely. But we should also keep in mind the importance of functionality and speed.
True. How do you approach creating a user flow that encourages engagement?
I usually start with identifying the user's end goal and then design around that.
That's a smart approach. And what about the use of animations and other visual elements?
I think they can be really effective when used sparingly and with a purpose. What do you think?
I agree. Animations can add a lot to the overall user experience, but we don't want to overload the user.
Exactly. What about user testing? Do you find it helpful?
Absolutely. It's a great way to identify pain points and areas for improvement.
Agreed. And it's also a good way to see if our design is achieving the desired outcome.
Right. Are there any specific tools or resources you use when designing for mobile?
I love using Figma for its collaborative features and its ability to handle responsive design. How about you?
Same here. I also like using Adobe XD for creating interactive prototypes.
Yes. I've heard good things about that too. Do you have any tips for designing for accessibility?
One thing I always keep in mind is making sure there is enough contrast between text and background colors for those with visual impairments.
That's a good point. I also try to use alt tags for any images for those using screen readers.
Yes, alt tags are key. Last question, how do you stay up to date with design trends and best practices?
I follow a lot of design-related blogs and also attend conferences and workshops whenever possible.
Same here. It's important to always be learning and improving our skills.
Absolutely. I think that's what makes this field so exciting and enjoyable.
Agreed. Well, this was a great discussion. Thanks for chatting, B.
Anytime, hey. Let's catch up again soon.
Hi there. How can I assist you today?
Hello. I'm looking for a gift for my niece's birthday. She's turning 5.
Oh, how lovely. We have a great selection of toys for that age. Any preferences?
I was thinking of something educational. Any options?
Absolutely. We have some great STEM toys that are both fun and educational. Have you heard of the coding caterpillar?
No, I haven't. What is it?
It's a toy caterpillar that kids can code to move in different directions, teaching them the basics of coding while they play.
That sounds perfect. Do you have it in stock?
Yes, we actually just got a fresh batch in this morning. Would you like me to show you where they are?
Yes, please.
Great, this way. And if you have any other questions, just let me know.
Thanks a lot. You've been really helpful.
My pleasure. And just a heads up, we have a promotion going on this week. Buy one STEM toy and get one at 50% off. Would you like to take advantage of that?
Oh, that's great. Yes, I'll browse and see if there's anything else I want to get.
Perfect, feel free to take your time. And happy shopping.
Thank you, I will.
Good morning. I'm excited to capture the sights and tastes of Tsukiji Market.
Good morning. This is one of the busiest fish markets in the world.
I can see that. It's bustling with energy and the smell of fresh seafood.
Yes, and the variety of seafood for sale is incredible. Have you tried uni sea urchin before?
No, I haven't. Should we try some?
Definitely. And we can also try some tamagoyaki, sweet omelette, and sushi at one of the stalls.
Sounds perfect. Let's find a stall that catches our attention.
How about this one? The chef looks like he knows what he's doing.
Great choice. Do you think he'd be okay with me taking some photos of him in action?
Yes, I'm sure he would. Just ask him politely in Japanese.
I'll do my best. Hello, can I take some photos?
That was perfect. You're improving your Japanese already.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'm excited to capture the chef's expertise and the colorful presentation of his dishes.
And I'm looking forward to tasting all of it. Tsukiji Market never disappoints.
Agreed. Let's make the most of this foodie adventure and take some amazing shots to share with the world.
Definitely. I can't wait to see the final product.
Hi there, B. Glad you could make it. So, let's discuss how we can make this company's website look modern and professional.
Sounds good to me. Hey, can you give me an idea of what the company does?
Well, they are a software development company, and they have a wide range of products and services.
Great. I think we should aim for a clean and minimalistic design that showcases their products and services. What do you think?
I totally agree, B. We should also make sure the website is mobile-friendly and fast to load.
Yes, that's crucial. We don't want to lose potential customers because of slow loading pages. How about we add some eye-catching animations to make the website more interactive?
That's a great idea, B. We can also use a custom font to make the website stand out. What do you think of using a sans serif font?
I love it. It's clean and simple, perfect for a modern website. We should also consider using high-quality images and videos.
Absolutely. We can ask the company for some professional photos and videos to use on the website. What about color schemes?
I suggest we use colors that reflect the company's brand. Maybe we can use their logo for inspiration.
That's a great idea. It will tie everything together nicely. Should we also include some social media integration?
For sure. We can add links to the company's social media accounts so visitors can follow them and stay up to date on their latest news and updates.
Excellent. I think we have a solid plan for designing a modern and sleek website for our client.
Agreed. Thanks for the discussion, A. I'm looking forward to working on this project with you.
Hi there. My name is Daniel, and I will be your photographer for today's shoot. What's your name?
Hi Daniel, I'm Lily. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lily. So, we are shooting up here in the Hollywood Hills today. What do you think of the view?
Wow, it's incredible. I've never been up here before.
It really is breathtaking. So, what kind of shots are you hoping to get today?
I'm looking for something fun and playful. Maybe with a vintage vibe.
I love it. Let's get started. Strike a pose.
Poses.
Great. You have a natural talent for modeling. Have you done this before?
Not professionally, but I love taking photos with my friends.
Well, you definitely have a future in it if you decide to pursue it. Have you always lived in LA?
No, I'm originally from New York. I moved here a few years ago.
I'm from the East Coast too. Small world. Okay, let's try a different shot. How about standing on that rock over there?
Sure thing.
And, hold it. Perfect. You are a natural in front of the camera.
Thanks, Daniel. You make me feel so comfortable.
That's my job. I love making my models feel confident and beautiful. Okay, let's do a few more shots, and then we can call it a wrap.
Sounds good to me. Can't wait to see how they turn out.
Me too. I have a feeling they are going to be amazing. Thanks for being such a great model, Lily.
Thank you for being an amazing photographer, Daniel. I had so much fun today.
Hey. Have you heard about ISO 27001 incident response?
Oh, yes. It's a structured approach to managing information security incidents, right?
Bingo. You're spot on. It's like a superhero team for cybersecurity.
Haha, exactly. So, what's your take on incident response?
Well, I think it's like putting on a seatbelt. You hope you never have to use it, but if you do, it can save your life.
That's a great analogy. It's better to be prepared than caught off guard.
Absolutely. And with ISO 27001, you can ensure that your incident response is efficient and effective.
Right. And it's not just about reacting to incidents. It's also about having a plan in place to prevent them from happening in the first place.
Exactly. Prevention is key. But if something does happen, it's good to know you have a reliable approach to deal with it.
That's true. And I think it's important to constantly evaluate and improve your incident response plan.
Agreed. It's like working out. You can't just do it once and expect to be in shape forever. You have to keep at it and make adjustments along the way.
Well said. And with ISO 27001, you have a framework to guide you every step of the way.
Yes, it's like having a personal trainer for your cybersecurity. Plus, it gives you peace of mind knowing that you're taking proactive measures to protect your organization.
Absolutely. It's like having a superpower that keeps your data safe from all the cybervillains out there.
Haha. I couldn't have put it better myself. Hey B, have you heard of the new cloud service we'll be building?
Hey, yeah, I'm actually in charge of designing the cloud architecture. What's up?
Well, I was thinking that we should prioritize high availability in our design. What do you think?
Absolutely, high availability is key for any cloud service. What's your approach?
I was thinking of implementing a load balancer, clustering, and automated failover.
That's a good start, but we'll also need to consider data redundancy and disaster recovery.
Good point. I'll make sure to factor that in. Do you have any suggestions for our data storage?
We should definitely look into distributed storage systems like Hadoop or Cassandra.
Got it. I'll add those to our research list. How about network security?
For network security, we should implement multiple layers of protection and encryption protocols.
That makes sense. How about minimizing downtime during maintenance?
We should use rolling updates that don't affect the entire system at once.
That's a great idea. What about scalability?
To ensure scalability, we should use an auto-scaling group and implement serverless computing models.
I see, so we can ensure that we're only using the necessary amount of resources at any given time.
Exactly. And for monitoring, we can use a combination of automated and manual monitoring tools to keep track of everything.
Makes sense. Looks like we've got a solid plan in place.
Definitely. Our cloud service is going to be top-notch. Thanks for your input, A.
No problem, thanks for leading the design process. Be looking forward to seeing our service in action. Hi there. My name is A, and I'm traveling solo in Osaka.
Hi A, I'm B, a volunteer guide. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, B. Do you have any recommendations on where to go shopping around here?
Of course. Let's head to Namba, it's a popular shopping district in Osaka.
That sounds great. Are there any traditional souvenirs I should look for while I'm there?
Definitely try some takoyaki, a famous local snack made with octopus. You can find it at any street vendor around here.
That sounds delicious. I'll be sure to give it a try. What about any cultural places to visit?
Have you heard of the Osaka Castle? It's a must-visit site for tourists, showcasing the castle's history and importance in Japan's past.
That sounds amazing. I'll add it to my itinerary. Do you happen to know any interesting cultural customs or traditions unique to Osaka?
Sure. A popular one is called kideor, which means eat until you drop. It's a local philosophy of enjoying life and savoring every moment.
I love that. I'll try my best to partake in the kideor spirit while I'm here.
Great. And another tradition is to visit a local shrine or temple to make a wish or pray for good fortune.
I definitely believe in the power of positive energy. I'll make sure to check out a shrine or temple during my trip.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, let's keep exploring Namba and see what else we can discover.
Absolutely, I'm excited to see more of what Osaka has to offer. Thanks for your guidance, B.
No problem at all. Hey, it was my pleasure to show you around. Have fun on the rest of your trip.
Hi there, I'm A, the real estate agent. Welcome to this beautiful property on the Gold Coast.
Hi, A, my name is B. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm excited to see the property.
Great, let me show you around. This property is a perfect beachside retreat with stunning views from every room.
Wow, the view is incredible. I can see myself relaxing on the balcony with a drink in hand.
You definitely can. And the good news is that the property comes with a communal pool and barbecue area. Perfect for entertaining.
That sounds amazing. What's the asking price for the property?
The current asking price is $750,000. It's a very competitive price for the location and size of the property.
That's a bit over my budget. Is there any room for negotiation?
I understand. Let's sit down and discuss what your budget is and see if we can work something out.
That sounds good to me. Can we discuss any potential renovation or upgrades that I could make to the property?
Of course, it's always great to add value to a property. Let's have a look around and see what options there are.
I'm interested to know about the neighborhood. What's the local area like?
The property is located in a very peaceful area with great access to local amenities such as shops, restaurants, and beaches.
Sounds perfect for me. I love the beach lifestyle. What's the rental yield like for the property?
The current rental yield is around 4%, which is great for the area.
That's good to know. I may consider renting it out as a holiday home when I'm not using it.
Absolutely. This property has huge rental potential. In fact, there are many people who book holiday homes in the area all year round.
You've given me a lot to think about, eh? I'll discuss it with my partner and I'll get back to you.
No worries, take your time. Let me know if you have any further questions or if there is anything else I can do to help you.
Thank you so much, A. You've been incredibly helpful today.
My pleasure, B. Let me know how you get on. Hey B, how's it going? I heard you've been working on a new project about consumer behavior.
Yes, that's right. We're trying to use data analysis to better understand our target market.
Interesting. What kind of data are you working with?
We have a lot of customer transaction data, as well as survey responses and social media analytics.
Those are all great sources of information. How are you planning to analyze the data to gain insights?
We're using a combination of data mining and machine learning techniques to identify patterns and correlations in the data.
That sounds like a powerful approach. Have you uncovered any surprising findings yet?
Actually, yes. We discovered that our customers are more likely to make a purchase if they've had a positive experience with our customer service team.
That's a great insight. Have you thought about using that information to improve your customer service processes?
Absolutely. We're already working on new training programs and incentives to ensure that our customer service team provides the best possible experience.
It's always great to see data analysis drive real-world improvements like that.
Yes, definitely. Learning about consumer behavior is never boring. It's amazing what you can learn just by analyzing data.
I couldn't agree more. Do you think your findings will have an impact on your company's revenue?
We're confident that our findings will lead to increased sales and customer loyalty over time. It's all about using data to make informed decisions.
Well, it sounds like you're on the right track. Good luck with the rest of your project.
Thanks, A. I appreciate it.
Hi there, B. How's it going?
Hey, A. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
Can't complain. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about our new smart home project.
Sure thing. What do you want to discuss?
I was wondering how we can integrate the different devices and appliances in the system. Any ideas?
Well, we could start with a central hub that controls everything, like lights, temperature, and security.
That's a good idea. But what if something goes wrong with the hub?
We could add redundancies and backup systems to make sure everything runs smoothly, even if one component fails.
I like that. But how about the interface? How do we make it user-friendly?
We could use voice commands or a simple app with easy-to-understand buttons. Maybe we could even add an AI assistant.
That sounds cool. But what about security? We can't compromise on that, right?
Definitely not. We'll need strong encryption and authentication protocols, and maybe even biometric identification.
Yes, that's important. And what about energy efficiency? We don't want to use up too much electricity.
Right. We could try to use sensors and smart algorithms to optimize energy use and reduce waste.
Great idea. I think this will be an amazing product. Anything else we should consider?
Well, we should also think about scalability and compatibility with different types of homes and devices.
Of course, we don't want to limit ourselves. This conversation has been really helpful. Thanks, B.
No problem, A. Always happy to help.
Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Hi, A. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, thanks for asking. So, I heard we're finally talking about implementing automated testing and deployment. It's about time.
Yes, absolutely. We've been talking about it for a while now. I'm excited to see it finally come to fruition.
Me too. I think it's going to make our job so much easier. No more manual testing and deployment.
Agreed. Plus, it will help to catch potential issues early on in the development cycle, which will save us time and effort in the long run.
Exactly. What kind of testing tools do you think we should look into?
Well, I've been doing some research, and I think we should explore tools like Selenium for automated testing and Jenkins for deployment.
Those sound like great options. I've used Jenkins before, and it's pretty user-friendly.
That's good to hear. Have you had any experience with Selenium?
Not really, but I'm willing to learn. I've heard it's a powerful testing tool.
It definitely is. We can also look into other options like Appium, which is specifically designed for mobile application testing.
Interesting, I didn't know that. Maybe we can explore that for our mobile development projects.
Definitely. And speaking of mobile development, we should also look into implementing continuous integration and delivery for our mobile apps.
That's a great idea. It will help us to streamline the development process and reduce the risk of issues.
Yes, and it will also help us to deliver updates to our users faster and more efficiently.
Agreed. I can't wait to see how this will improve our overall development process.
Me too. It's always exciting to embrace new technology and find ways to improve our workflow.
Well, I think we've got a solid plan in place. Let's get started on implementing these changes.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Hi there. Have you tried the local cuisine here in Munich? I highly recommend trying out the Bavarian pretzel. It's delicious. It's usually served as an appetizer with mustard or cheese spread. You should also try the famous Oktoberfest sausage. It's a must-try when in Munich. No, it's not spicy at all. It's actually quite flavorful and juicy. Definitely try the traditional Bavarian roast pork as well. It's served with sauerkraut and dumplings. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. And don't forget to try the local beer too. It's one of the best in the world. My pleasure. Let's try these local delicacies together. Good morning, B. I hope you're doing well today.
Yes, I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's get down to business. We need to discuss our upcoming project. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was thinking that we could start by creating a timeline for the project. That way, we can manage our time more efficiently.
That's a great idea. What else do you have in mind?
I also think that we should schedule weekly meetings to discuss the progress and any issues that may arise.
Excellent suggestion. What about the budget? Do you have any ideas on how we can stay within our budget?
Yes, I was thinking that we could look into using cost-effective solutions and alternative resources.
Very smart. I'm confident that we can deliver this project on time and within budget. Any other suggestions?
Actually, I was thinking that we could have a team-building activity along the way to keep us motivated and energized.
I love that idea. Let's plan something fun and exciting. Thank you for your input, B. I appreciate it.
No problem, happy to help.
Good morning, B. How are you today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm feeling great. So, are you prepared for our meeting today?
Of course, I've prepared the agenda and documents for you to review.
Excellent. By the way, have you seen that hilarious cat video on YouTube?
I haven't had the chance yet, but I heard it's ridiculous.
You should definitely watch it during your break. It will surely brighten your day.
I'll make sure to check it out. By the way, I was thinking about scheduling our team building activity soon.
That's a great idea. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking about an escape room. It's challenging, fun, and encourages teamwork.
Sounds like a great plan. I'm looking forward to it. On another note, have you tried that new sandwich place down the street?
Yes, I went there last week. The sandwiches are delicious.
I'll have to give it a try. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Now, let's get started on our meeting agenda.
Sounds good to me. Let's jump right in. Wow, this dish looks amazing. As a food critic, I am blown away by the presentation and the aroma.
I couldn't agree more. As a photographer, I am thrilled to capture the vibrant colors and textures of this plate.
What do you think of the flavors? I am in love with the balance of sweet, spicy, and savory.
It's a culinary masterpiece. I can't wait to snap some shots of this for my portfolio.
You know, I've reviewed a lot of restaurants in Cape Town, but this place is definitely one of my favorites.
Same here. The attention to detail in each dish is remarkable.
Speaking of details, have you noticed the beautiful table setting? The elegant plates and silverware really add to the overall dining experience.
Absolutely. And the lighting is perfect for photos, too.
What will you do with the photos you've taken today?
I'll probably post them on my social media and website. And who knows, maybe I'll get hired for some food photography gigs.
That's great. And I'll be sure to mention this restaurant in my column.
Sounds like a win-win for all parties involved. Plus, we get to enjoy this amazing meal together.
I couldn't agree more. Here's to good food, good company, and great photos.
Cheers!
Hey, have you thought about registering for the upcoming TOEIC exam?
Yeah, I'm considering it, but the registration fee is a bit steep.
Really? I thought it was pretty reasonable for the gold level.
Well, I guess it depends on how much you value your English skills.
True, but think of it as an investment in your future job prospects.
That's a good point, but I'm still trying to save up for a vacation.
I see. Maybe you could put aside a little each week until you can afford it?
That's actually a great idea. Maybe I can cut back on some of my other expenses too.
Yeah, think of all the extra tax deductions you'll get if you can improve your language skills.
Haha, that's a good point. Plus, my friends won't make fun of my accent as much.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll even impress your boss with your newfound fluency.
I never thought about that. I just hope I don't embarrass myself during the speaking section.
Don't worry, we can practice together. I'm pretty confident in my English skills at the gold level.
Thanks, that would be really helpful. Maybe we can even make it a competition to see who gets the higher score.
Oh, it's on. May the best English speaker win.
Haha, you're going down.
Hey B, great to see you today. You're the data science guy, right?
Yep, that's me. And you're the machine learning engineer, eh? What brings you here?
Well, we've been looking to improve our search engines with some machine learning techniques. Can you help us out?
Absolutely. What kind of data do you have at your disposal?
We have user search history, click behavior, and engagement time.
Great. We could use that data to train a model that better predicts what results people are looking for.
That sounds awesome, but wouldn't we need labeled data to train such a model?
Not necessarily. We could use unsupervised learning to cluster similar search queries together and determine the most relevant results.
Interesting, but how would we measure the effectiveness of the model?
We could constantly test and monitor the performance of the search engine using metrics such as click-through rates and bounce rates.
Right, and we could use reinforcement learning to improve the model over time, right?
Exactly. We could optimize the model based on user interaction and feedback in real time.
Wow, with all these technical terms, I feel like we're building a robot that can read minds.
Ha, it does sound like that. But in the end, all these techniques are just tools to help us better understand and serve our users.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, that's what really matters, enabling people to find what they're looking for online.
Couldn't agree more. So let's get started on building that next-gen search engine.
Sounds like a plan, B. Let's do it. Good morning, welcome to the gym. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm interested in some aerobic training. Can you give me some advice?
Of course, what's your goal? Weight loss, endurance, or something else?
I want to lose weight and improve my fitness level.
That's great. We have a lot of classes and machines for cardio training. Which one do you prefer?
I'm not sure. Can you recommend some classes?
Sure. How about the dance-inspired classes like Zumba or Body Jam? They're fun and effective.
Sounds interesting. Can I try it first?
Of course, we have a free trial class today. Would you like to join?
Yes, please. What time does it start?
It starts at 11 a.m. in the group fitness room. I'll reserve a spot for you.
Thanks a lot. What should I wear?
Wear comfortable clothes and shoes. And bring a towel and water bottle.
Okay, got it. Do I need to eat something before the class?
It's better to have a light meal or snack 1 to 2 hours before the class. But don't eat too much.
I see. Is there anything else I should know?
Yes, listen to your body and don't push yourself too hard at the beginning. And if you have any health issues, please consult your doctor before doing any exercise.
Thank you for the advice. I'm excited to try the class.
You're welcome. Enjoy your workout and feel free to ask me any questions. I'll be around.
Sure, thanks again. See you later.
Hi there. Are you busy with your research report?
Yes, I am. I've been trying to gather as much information as possible.
That's a good thing. What's your topic?
I'm doing a report on the history of video games.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What kind of information have you found so far?
Well, I've learned that the first video game was created in the 1950s, and it was called Tennis for Two.
Wow, I never knew that. What else have you found?
I found out that Pong, which was released in the 70s, was the first commercially successful video game.
So video games have come a long way since then. Do you play video games?
Yeah, I do. My favorite game is Fortnite.
Oh, I've heard of that. You know, video games can actually be beneficial for cognitive function.
Really? How so?
Playing video games can improve problem-solving skills and hand-eye coordination.
Wow, that's good to know. I'll have to let my mom know the next time she tells me to stop playing video games.
Haha, that's a good one. Well, keep up the good work on your report.
Thanks, I will.
Hey there, are you ready for today's training session?
Yeah, I'm raring to go. What do you have in store for us?
We're going to focus on weight training today, targeting your legs and core muscles.
Sounds intense, but I'm up for the challenge. Let's do this.
Alright, first up, squats. Make sure to keep your knees behind your toes and engage your glutes.
Got it. How many reps should I do?
Let's start with 10 reps and 3 sets. Keep your form tight.
Panting, that was tough. What's next?
Deadlifts. Remember to hinge at your hips and engage your back muscles to prevent injury.
Can we take a quick water break before we continue?
Sure, hydration is important. But let's not take too long, we don't want our muscles to cool down.
Alright, I'm ready for the next exercise. What's our next target?
Lunges. This one's great for your quadriceps and hamstrings. Start with your left leg and step forward, lowering your body until your right knee touches the ground.
Grunting, this is harder than it looks.
Great job so far. Let's finish up with some core exercises, planks and Russian twists.
Groaning, I don't know if I have any core left.
Don't give up yet, we're almost done. Remember to breathe and engage your abdominal muscles.
Breathing heavily, how much longer do we have?
Just a few more sets. You're doing great, keep it up.
Exhaling, okay, I think I can do this. Thanks for pushing me, coach.
No problem, that's what I'm here for. You've got this.
Smiling, I feel so accomplished. Can't wait for our next training session.
Good morning, B. What did you catch today?
Good morning, A. I brought in some fresh cod and lobster. They're still alive and kicking.
Wow. That's great news. I'm sure our customers will love them. How about we prepare a special dish with your secret recipe?
That sounds perfect, A. I've been waiting for this opportunity to showcase my skills.
We'll definitely make it happen. How about we start with a simple lobster bisque as an appetizer?
Sounds good to me, A. I can give you some tips on how to make it even more delicious.
That would be great. Can you also show us how to properly crack open the lobster claws?
Of course. It's all in the technique. I'll teach you the proper way.
That would be awesome, B. Our customers will be impressed with your expertise.
Speaking of which, have you tried our famous fish and chips dish? It's one of my personal favorites.
Yes, I have. It's definitely a popular item on our menu. I'm glad you've shared your secret on how to make it crispy and flavorful.
It's all about the batter, A. You have to get that right to make it perfect.
Well, you're the expert. Our customers always come back for more of your dishes.
That's nice to hear. I'm glad I can contribute to your amazing restaurant.
We make a great team, B. I'm grateful to have you as my partner in providing quality seafood to our customers.
The feeling is mutual, eh? Let's keep it up and make sure we always have the best seafood in town.
Hi there, B. It's great to finally see you in person.
Yes, it's good to meet you too, eh? I was really excited to come and talk about my design project today.
Perfect, let's get started. Tell me, what kind of design work are you looking for?
Well, I need an updated logo for my business. Something that would stand out and be memorable.
That's great. How about we brainstorm some ideas together?
Sure. I was thinking of using some bold, bright colors to draw attention.
That's a great idea. We can also experiment with different fonts and graphic elements to make it even more unique.
Sounds like a plan, eh? I'm really excited to see what we can come up with together.
I'm excited too. It's always a fun challenge to take on new projects and push creative boundaries.
Definitely. And I think with your skills, we'll be able to create something really special.
Thanks, B. That means a lot. Let's get to work and make your brand shine.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing what we can create. Thank you, eh?
Hey there, how's it going? Busy day making dumplings?
Oh, yeah. Laughs, it's a never-ending assembly line of dumplings and noodles, but it keeps the customers happy.
I hear you. I'm kneading dough until my arms ache, but seeing the happy faces of satisfied customers makes it all worth it.
Absolutely. And it's especially great when we can introduce people to authentic Chinese flavors they might not have tried before.
Definitely. Speaking of flavors, what's your favorite dumpling filling to make?
Tough call. But I have to say, the pork and chive ones are a classic, can't-beat favorite. How about you?
I'm a sucker for the spicy Sichuan-style dumplings, with a kick of ginger and garlic. But the pork and chive combo is always a winner.
Yes, and it's a good base to build off of, too. Have you ever experimented with different seasonings or spices in your dumplings?
Sure have. I've tried everything from curry to cumin to five-spice powder. It's fun to play around with flavors and give customers something unexpected.
Absolutely. And with the noodles, I like to switch up the broth and toppings. Have you tried our special spicy beef noodle soup?
Oh, I definitely have. That's one of our most popular dishes. Laughs.
No wonder. It's a crowd pleaser for sure. Speaking of crowds, it looks like we've got some hungry customers waiting. Time to get back to work.
Let's do it. Smiles, it's always a pleasure working alongside you, my noodle-making friend.
Same to you, my dumpling-making comrade. Let's make some magic happen in the kitchen.
Hi there. Can I help you find anything today?
Hi. I'm just browsing at the moment, but thank you.
No problem. Let me know if you have any questions or need help finding anything.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Actually, do you have any recommendations for a good pair of running shoes?
Absolutely. What kind of running are you planning on doing?
Mostly road running, but I may do some light trail running too.
Okay, for road running I recommend these Nike Free RN shoes. They're super lightweight and flexible, but still provide enough support. And for trail running, these Salomon Speedcross shoes have great traction and grip.
Those both sound great. Let me try them on. I'm really impressed with these Nike shoes. I'll take them.
Great choice. Do you need anything else today?
Actually, I was also looking for a new water bottle. Do you carry any?
Yes, we have a few options. Are you looking for a specific size or style?
Just something durable that will hold enough water for a long run.
How about this Camelback bottle? It's leak-proof and holds up to 24 ounces of water.
That sounds perfect. Thanks for your help today.
No problem at all. Enjoy your new shoes and water bottle. Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Morning, A. I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. How about you?
Can't complain. So, let's talk about the design project. Do you have any specific ideas in mind?
Well, I was thinking we should go for something fresh and modern, maybe with some bold colors.
Interesting. How about we incorporate some textures into the design to really make it pop?
I like the sound of that. What kind of textures were you thinking?
We could use some wood grains or metal textures to add depth and variation to the overall look.
Sounds great. I trust your judgment on this, A. You always do amazing work.
Wow, thanks, B. You're making me blush. I'm excited to get started on this project.
Me too. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Before we get started, can I offer you some coffee or tea?
Yes, please. A cup of coffee would be perfect.
Great, I'll be right back with that cup of coffee and we can get started on this project. This is going to be an exciting one.
I agree. Thanks so much, A. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Good morning, team. Let's start the stand-up meeting. B, would you like to go first?
Sure, thanks. Yesterday, I was finally able to fix the bug on that feature we've been trying to solve for weeks. Happy to say it's now working properly.
That's great news. And are you currently working on any other task?
Yes, today I'm going to work on optimizing the application speed. I believe this will improve the overall user experience.
Awesome. And how can I assist in achieving this goal as a product manager?
Well, it would be helpful to hear about any specific features that the users are requesting. This would give me a better idea on which areas to prioritize for optimization.
Understood. We have been getting some feedback on the chat feature, so maybe that's an area to focus on.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up.
All right, on to the next team member. C, would you like to share your progress? Congratulations. Has QA been able to try it out yet? Perfect. Do you require any assistance from anyone? Noted. I'll coordinate with the UI/UX team to find ways to make the interface more user-friendly.
Sounds great. Thanks, A.
All right, team. Let's keep up the good work and aim to achieve our targets for this sprint. Good luck, everyone. Hey there. I'm glad we finally made it to Asakusa Shrine to take some pictures for our travel album.
Yes, me too. It's been a long day of sightseeing, but this is definitely the highlight.
I can't wait to start snapping some pictures. Do you have any specific poses in mind?
How about we start with a classic V sign in front of the shrine gate?
Haha, that's a great idea. You can't take a picture in Japan without doing the V pose.
Right? It's practically a requirement of being a tourist here.
Shall we walk around and take some pictures at different angles? I want to capture the beauty of this place from every angle possible.
Absolutely. I heard the lighting is best during sunset, so let's make sure we stick around for that.
That's a good point. You're very knowledgeable about photography for a translator.
Thank you. I actually have a passion for it, and I'm always interested in learning more about it.
Well, that's great because I could use some extra tips on how to take better photos.
Sure, I'd be happy to share some of my knowledge with you.
Hey, do you mind if I take a quick selfie with you in front of the shrine?
Not at all. Let's do it.
Got it. That's perfect. We look like we're having a blast here, which we totally are.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful to be able to experience this with you.
Same here. And let's not forget to grab some traditional sweet treats before we head back to the hotel.
Yes, let's do it. I heard this area is famous for its amazing street food.
I can't wait to try everything. This has been an awesome day. Hey, have you traveled much before?
Yeah, I've been to a few countries. How about you?
I've been to a few too. Where have you been?
Well, I went to Japan last year for cherry blossom season. It was amazing.
That sounds so cool. I've always wanted to go to Japan.
You should definitely go. What about you? Where have you been?
I went to Europe a couple of years ago. I visited Italy, France, and Spain.
Wow, you really got around. Did you have a favorite country?
It's so hard to choose, but I think I loved Italy the most. The food was just incredible.
I hear you. I went to Thailand and the street food there was next level.
That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to Thailand. How was it?
It was amazing. The culture and scenery were just incredible. I definitely want to go back.
I bet. Have you been anywhere else?
Yeah, I also went to Australia a couple of years ago.
No way, that's another one I want to visit. What did you do there?
I went to the Great Barrier Reef and saw some amazing sea life. And then I hung out in Sydney for a bit.
That sounds so fun. I'm getting major travel envy right now.
Same, let's plan a trip together sometime.
Yes, that would be amazing. Where should we go next?
Let's make a list and decide.
Hi B. Have you ever tried churros before?
Hello A. Yes, I have. I once had them while on a trip to Spain. They were amazing.
I completely agree. The first time I had churros was in Mexico, and I instantly fell in love with them.
Oh, Mexico. That must have been an experience for your taste buds.
Absolutely. The churros were really delicious. It was an explosion of flavors in my mouth.
I know what you mean. I particularly enjoy them dipped in hot chocolate. It's the perfect combination.
That sounds so good. I've heard that churros can also be served with caramel or strawberry sauce.
That's right. I've tried them with caramel, and they were just as delicious as with chocolate. I haven't had them with strawberry sauce yet, though.
I guess we have something to look forward to the next time we have churros.
Definitely. I'm really looking forward to trying them with some strawberry sauce. Do you know any good places nearby that serve churros?
Yes. There's a little cafe by the park that serves amazing churros with chocolate sauce. We should go there sometime.
That sounds perfect. I can't wait to try them. How many churros do you usually eat?
Oh, I can easily eat 4 or 5, depending on the size. What about you?
Haha. I think I can eat a similar amount. They're so irresistible.
That's so true. Churros are definitely one of my favorite desserts.
Mine too. I'm already salivating just thinking about them.
Hi, nice to meet you. I heard you're a data engineer, right?
Yes, that's right. And I heard you're a data scientist. I'm glad we're finally meeting to discuss this project.
Absolutely. So, our goal is to use machine learning to predict customer churn rate. Where would you start?
Well, we need to gather the data first. What customer information do we have available?
We have customer demographics, their service plans, the number of times they contacted customer support, and how much they paid.
Great. Let's start by cleaning the data and then running some exploratory data analysis.
Definitely. We can use some statistical methods to identify which variables are most predictive.
And which machine learning algorithm do you suggest we use?
I think a logistic regression model would be a good starting point, but we can also try decision trees or neural networks.
That sounds good. We should split the data into training and testing sets to see how well our model performs.
Agreed. And then we can tweak the model to optimize its performance.
And once we have a model that's accurate, we can integrate it into our customer management system to monitor customer churn rates in real time.
Yes, that would be great. We can also use the model to proactively identify customers who are at high risk of churning and offer them incentives to stay.
Exactly. And we can track the effectiveness of these retention strategies and refine the model continuously.
This is great. I'm excited to see the impact of our work on reducing customer churn.
Me too. Let's get started on this project right away.
Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 Business Impact Analysis, BIA?
Of course. It's the process where we identify and evaluate the potential impact of any disruptions to our business operations.
Right. And did you know that BIA is a crucial part of a company's information security management system?
I did. It helps to mitigate risks and ensure business continuity. But enough with the serious talk. Let's have some fun with it.
You mean like a BIA party with balloons and streamers?
Haha, not quite. But we can definitely make it more interesting by adding some creativity to the process.
I like the sound of that. How about we play BIA bingo, where we cross off risks based on severity levels?
That sounds like a great idea. We can even have a little competition and see who gets the most bingos.
And the winner gets a prize, like an ISO 27001 certification badge.
Or a funny hat that says BIA Champion.
Yes. And we can take silly photos for the company newsletter.
I'm loving this already. Who knew BIA could be so fun?
See, we just need to spice it up a bit. Plus, it helps us stay focused and engaged, which is always a good thing.
Absolutely. And who said information security has to be dull and boring?
Not us. Let's go plan our BIA bingo party.
I'm in. Let the games begin.
Hi there. Welcome to the airport. May I ask, are you here for business or pleasure?
Hi, I'm actually part of a travel agency. We have a group of clients coming in on a flight soon, and I'm here to help them with their immigration process.
Great to hear that. Just to make sure everything goes smoothly, may I ask if you have all the necessary documents and information to assist your clients?
Yes, I have their passports and visa documents ready, as well as their flight and accommodation details. Is there anything else I should know?
That sounds perfect. You just need to make sure that their documents are in order and valid for the duration of their stay. And when they reach the immigration counter, they need to have their passport, visa, and any supporting documents ready for inspection.
Understood. What about the quarantine and COVID-19 measures? Will my clients need to take a test or fill out any forms?
Yes, they will need to undergo health screenings and complete health declaration forms upon arrival. Depending on the country they're coming from, they may also need to undergo COVID-19 testing and quarantine for a period of time.
That's good to know. I'll make sure to inform my clients beforehand to avoid any confusion or delays. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. If you have any further questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask. We're here to ensure a safe and smooth entry process for all travelers. Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 Business Impact Analysis, BIA?
No, I haven't. What's that about?
It's a process of identifying potential impacts that might occur to a business due to any disruption.
Sounds dry. How important is it for a business?
It's crucial for businesses to prepare for any unexpected events and minimize any damage that might occur.
That makes sense. So how do you conduct a BIA?
Well, first you have to identify critical business functions and assets. Then, you have to analyze the impact of any possible disruptions and develop an appropriate plan to handle them.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It is, but it's necessary. Imagine if a critical system goes down and your business can't operate for days, or worse, weeks. That's not good for anyone.
You're right. So what kind of disruptions should we be looking for?
There's a whole list, but some common ones are natural disasters, cyber attacks, and human errors.
Ah, I see. I guess we need to start assessing our risks then.
Absolutely. And remember, BIA isn't a one-time thing. It should be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure it's still effective.
Sounds like we're going to have to make this a team effort.
For sure. It's important that everyone in the business is aware of the plan and knows what to do in the event of a disruption.
Well, I better get started on learning more about ISO 27001 BIA. Thanks for bringing it up, A.
No problem, B. Always happy to help out. Welcome to the Statue of Liberty, folks. My name is Tom, and I'll be your guide for today. Are you excited for your photo in front of the statue?
Absolutely. This is our first time in New York, and visiting the Statue of Liberty is a dream come true.
That's great to hear. This iconic lady has been standing here for over 100 years, welcoming millions of visitors every year. Now, let's get you in the perfect spot for your photo.
Sounds good. Should we pose directly in front of the statue?
You could, but there might be a long line of tourists in the background. How about we try a shot from the side? We'll capture both the statue and the beautiful New York skyline.
That sounds even better. Let's do it.
All right, now stand over here and lean towards the statue. Hold your camera up high and smile.
Snaps a photo perfect. Thank you so much, Tom.
No problem at all. Have you guys seen the inside of the statue yet?
Not yet, but we'd love to.
Well, you'll get to see the incredible views of Manhattan from the crown. It's a bit of a climb though, so make sure you're ready for some stairs.
We definitely want to see that. Thanks for the advice, Tom.
Anytime. Enjoy the rest of your time in New York. Good evening, everyone. My name is A, and I'll be your tour guide for tonight's culinary experience. And here with us is B, the manager of this exquisite restaurant.
Hello, everyone. It's great to have you all here. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
B, could you tell us a bit about the history of this restaurant?
Of course. The restaurant you're sitting in now has been open since 1980. We serve contemporary Australian cuisine, which has been influenced by the diverse food cultures present in our city.
That's very interesting. Would you mind sharing with us some of the popular dishes on your menu?
One of our signature dishes is the grilled kangaroo loin with beetroot, potato gratin, and caramelized onion puree. It's a true Australian delicacy.
That does sound delicious. What makes Australian cuisine unique compared to other cuisines in the world?
Australian cuisine is heavily influenced by the diverse cultures that make up our society. This includes Aboriginal, British, Mediterranean, and Asian cuisines. We like to mix and match all these different flavors to create new and exciting dishes.
I see. That's really fascinating. So, what kind of wine would you recommend pairing with the grilled kangaroo loin?
Our wine list is carefully curated to complement our dishes. For the grilled kangaroo, I recommend pairing it with a full-bodied Shiraz.
Excellent recommendation. I'm sure our guests will enjoy that. Last question, B. What's your personal favorite dish on the menu?
My personal favorite is the barramundi with pickled fennel, blood orange, and macadamia. It's a delightful mix of flavors.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, B, for sharing your knowledge with us today. And thank you, everyone, for joining us on this culinary journey. Enjoy your meal. Hi there, I'm looking for a new suit. Can you help me with some suggestions?
Absolutely. What type of event are you attending, and what is your personal style?
I'll be attending a wedding, and I prefer something classic with a modern twist.
Great, we have a variety of styles that would fit your preference. How about a navy suit with a subtle check pattern?
That sounds interesting. But I'm worried it might be too loud for a wedding.
Not to worry, the check pattern is subtle and adds a touch of personality without being too bold. And the navy color is timeless and sophisticated.
Okay, I'll try it on. Do you have any accessories to pair with it?
Absolutely. We have a range of ties and pocket squares that would complement the navy suit perfectly. How about a burgundy tie and pocket square to add a pop of color?
I like your suggestion. Let me try everything on and see how it looks.
Wonderful. Don't forget to check out our shoe selection too. We have some sleek Oxfords that would complete the look.
Those shoes are sharp. Thank you for your help. I think I found the perfect suit for the wedding.
It was my pleasure. I always love helping clients find the perfect outfit for their special occasion.
Hi there, I just arrived at the airport and I am looking for the baggage claim area. Can you help me out?
Yes, of course. Do you know which airline you were traveling with?
Yes, I was flying with Delta Airlines.
All right. In that case, you need to proceed to the baggage claim area located on the lower level. There are signs along the way, but feel free to ask me any questions you may have.
Thank you for that. By the way, do you know how long it usually takes for the bags to come out?
It can be hard to say for sure, but on average it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. However, if it has been longer than that, feel free to check with one of our representatives to see if there are any delays or issues.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Is there anything else I should know about getting my bags?
Just be sure to have your baggage claim ticket on hand, as it will be required for identification purposes. When you see your bag, check to make sure it's yours and then head on out.
Great, thanks for letting me know. You've been incredibly helpful.
No problem at all. That's what we're here for. Have a safe and enjoyable trip. And don't hesitate to ask for any further assistance.
Good morning. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I'm looking to revamp my website and need some creative designs.
Great. Let's discuss your vision for the website. What kind of feel are you going for?
I want it to be playful but still professional.
Got it. How about incorporating some bright colors and unique shapes?
I love the sound of that. What about using some fun fonts too?
Of course. We can choose some eye-catching typography to really make your website stand out.
That sounds perfect. I also want to showcase my products in a unique way.
We can use high-quality images and incorporate them into interactive sliders or carousels.
That would be amazing. What about the layout and navigation?
We can experiment with different layouts to find the best one that fits your website's content. And for the navigation, we can use a clean and simple menu to make it user-friendly.
Thank you so much for all of these ideas, A. I'm really excited to see the final result.
No problem at all, B. We'll make sure to create something that truly captures the essence of your brand. Hi, I'm A software engineer. Nice to meet you, B.
Hi, I'm B, a mathematician. Likewise, A.
So, we're both here to discuss how statistical analysis can help with insurance risk assessment, right?
Yes, that's correct. I believe statistical modeling can accurately predict loss ratios and premiums.
I totally agree. With the help of technology, we can simplify data collection and make accurate calculations.
I guess that's where your software expertise comes in. Can you suggest some programs we can use?
Sure, there's SAS and Stata for data management, and R for data analysis and visualization.
Excellent. How about machine learning algorithms? Do you have any experience with that?
Yes, I have implemented several machine learning models that can help detect fraud and identify high-risk clients.
That could be very useful. What about you? As a mathematician, what's your area of expertise when it comes to statistical analysis?
I specialize in probability theory and statistical inference. Basically, I can help you develop models that can predict the likelihood of different events.
That sounds complex, but valuable. Together, with my mathematical knowledge and your software skills, we can analyze insurance risk like never before.
Definitely. It's exciting to think about the possibilities. Let's get started. Hey there, welcome to our fish grill. What can I get you today?
Hi, I'm a beer enthusiast and I heard you guys have some great brews to try with fish. Can you recommend a pairing for me?
Absolutely. I'd recommend our grilled red snapper with our local IPA. The bitterness of the IPA really complements the smoky flavor of the snapper.
Sounds like a great match. How did you get into grilling fish?
I grew up near the sea, and fishing was a big part of my childhood. I learned how to cook fish from my mother, who had a talent for making any fish taste delicious.
That's amazing. Speaking of talent, how did you become a brewer?
I actually studied chemistry in college and found my passion for brewing during my internship at a local brewery. I've been brewing ever since and love experimenting with new flavors and ingredients.
That's really interesting. I'd love to taste some of your creations.
Of course. We have a seasonal wheat beer that's infused with lemongrass that's been a hit with our customers.
That sounds delicious. I'll definitely give it a try.
Great. So, what do you think of the fish?
It's amazing. The seasoning is perfect and it's cooked to perfection. I'll definitely be coming back for more.
I'm glad to hear that. We take great pride in our fish grilling skills.
And I take great pride in my brewing skills. Maybe we can collaborate on a fish and beer festival in the future.
That's a brilliant idea. We can showcase the best of both our skills and bring in new customers.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we can inspire other collaboration projects in Clark Quay.
I couldn't agree more. Let's start planning it now. Hey, have you been enjoying your job lately?
Not really. It feels like I'm stuck in a rut.
I know the feeling. Have you thought about switching things up?
Yeah, but I don't think I have any other skills.
That's not true. You just need to think outside the box.
Easier said than done.
Maybe you could take some courses or attend some workshops to learn new skills.
That's a good idea. Do you have any recommendations?
Well, I recently took a project management course and found it really useful.
That sounds interesting. Did it help you in your job?
Definitely. It gave me a whole new perspective on how to manage my team and projects.
Maybe I should look into that.
You should. And who knows, it might even lead to a promotion or a better job opportunity.
That would be great. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. And remember, it's never too late to learn something new.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again.
Anytime. Let me know if you need any help with your job search or anything.
Will do. You're such a great coworker.
Ah, you're too kind. Hey there. Have you been able to find everything you need?
Almost everything. I'm looking for some chocolate-covered almonds, but I can't seem to find them.
Let me check our inventory. Oh no, it looks like we're out of stock. Would you like me to check if any of our other locations have them?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
No problem. While I look that up, is there anything else you're looking for?
Actually, do you have any recommendations for similar treats?
Of course. How about some dark chocolate-covered cashews or milk chocolate-covered hazelnuts?
Ooh, those both sound delicious. I'll take a small bag of each, please.
Awesome choice. And just to confirm, you still need me to check on the chocolate-covered almonds?
Yes, please. But if you can't find them, I'm happy with the alternatives.
Will do. Hey, have you checked out our new bakery section yet?
Not yet. What do you recommend?
The cinnamon rolls are to die for. And the croissants are so flaky and buttery.
I have a weakness for croissants. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Trust me, you won't regret it. Also, if you can't find what you're looking for here, there's a couple other supermarkets down the street that might have it.
Thanks for the tip. I appreciate all your help today.
No problem, it's my pleasure to assist you. Is there anything else I can help with before you check out?
Nope, that's it for me. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Have a great day and enjoy your treats. Hey there, B. What's going on with the machine here?
Hey. This machine's been acting up lately. I'm trying to figure out the issue.
Let me take a look. Have you tried replacing the spark plugs or checking the belts?
Yeah, I replaced the spark plugs but haven't checked the belts yet. Do you think that could be the problem?
It's worth a shot. Have you seen that video of the cat fixing a machine on YouTube? Maybe we can pick up some tips from that.
Haha, no, I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out. Wait, are you suggesting we should let a cat fix this machine?
Well, they do have 9 lives, maybe they're more experienced than us. Kidding aside, let's keep exploring some solutions.
Agreed. Maybe we can try to reset the machine and see if it works.
Good idea. I'll go get the manual and see if that's possible.
You know, working with you is never boring. You always have some funny comment or idea that lightens up the mood.
Haha, thanks. You always have a positive attitude and great work ethic. It's a pleasure to work with you too.
All right, the manual says to hold down this button and this one simultaneously. Let's do this.
Holding down buttons. Hey, the machine is starting to work again. Great job, B.
Smiling, we make a pretty good team, don't we?
We sure do. Another problem fixed. Let's go enjoy the rest of our day off. Hi there. I'm the network engineer. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the information security expert. It's great to meet you too.
So, we're here to discuss how we can ensure the data security of our clients in this financial institution. Any ideas?
Well, first we need to make sure that all software and hardware are up to date and patched regularly.
Yes, I agree. We should also use encryption to protect sensitive information.
And we need to enforce strong password policies and have two-factor authentication for added security.
Absolutely. What about physical security measures like surveillance cameras and access control?
Those are important too, but we also need to conduct regular security audits and perform risk assessments.
Good point. We should also train our employees on security best practices and have a security incident response plan in place.
Yes, that's vital. And don't forget about monitoring for suspicious activity and having a disaster recovery plan.
This has been a great discussion, and I think we have a solid plan to keep our clients' data safe.
Agreed. It's always reassuring to know that we have measures in place to protect our clients' confidential information.
Good morning, I'm a farmer and I'm looking for advice on how to sell my fresh fruits at the market. Can you help me?
Hi there. Sure thing. What kind of fruits do you have?
I have a variety of fruits such as apples, oranges, bananas, and pineapples.
That's great. How about we display the fruits beautifully on a large basket with one fruit sliced open for everyone to see how fresh and juicy they are?
That's a great idea. But how about the pricing? What do you suggest?
You could offer a bundle deal for customers who buy more than 3 fruits, or you could offer a discount for families who purchase more than 5 fruits.
Those are excellent suggestions. Do you think we should also offer some samples to taste for the customers?
Absolutely. People love to try before they buy. And who can resist the sweetness of fresh fruit?
That's true. So, how do you think we could attract more customers to our booth?
We could put up a sign with a catchy slogan like fresh and juicy fruits and decorate the booth with colorful banners and balloons.
That's a fantastic idea. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem, it's my pleasure to help. Good luck with your sales today.
Hey B, what are we watching tonight?
I don't know yet, Dad. Let's find something interesting to watch.
How about we watch some comedies? They always make us laugh.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I could use a good laugh.
Okay, let me check what's on TV. Here's one about a clumsy clown. We should check that out.
Laughs, that sounds hilarious. Let's watch it.
Laughs, alright, let's see if this clown can make us laugh.
Watching the TV, oh no, he just tripped on his big red shoes.
Laughs, that's exactly what makes him so funny. Plus, his floppy hat is hilarious too.
Laughs, it's like he's always on the verge of falling over.
Laughs, that's the whole point. You know what they say, laughter is the best medicine.
Smiling, yeah, you're right, Dad. I feel a lot better already.
Smiling, I'm glad, son. It's important to take a break and enjoy the little things in life, like watching comedies with your dear old dad.
Smiling, you're the best, Dad.
Smiling, and you're my favorite son.
Laughs, I'm your only son.
Laughs, exactly. That's why you're my favorite. Hey B, have you heard about the latest cyber attack that happened last week?
No, what happened?
A group of hackers exploited a critical vulnerability in a popular software and managed to infiltrate a huge financial institution.
Wow, that sounds serious. What was the vulnerability?
It was actually a well-known flaw that had been patched already, but the institution had failed to update their software.
Ah, the classic case of negligence. It's always important to keep your systems up to date.
I totally agree. By the way, have you been working on any interesting vulnerability analysis lately?
Yeah, I actually discovered a new type of SQL injection that could potentially bypass certain security measures.
That's impressive. How did you uncover it?
It was during one of our penetration testing projects. I realized that the database was vulnerable to a new technique I had been researching.
It's always exciting to discover something new in the field. Speaking of which, have you seen the latest season of Mr. Robot?
No, not yet. Is it any good?
Oh, it's amazing. It's full of tech references and hacker culture.
That sounds like my kind of show. I'll definitely check it out.
You should. It's not often that we get accurate representations of our work on TV.
Definitely. Speaking of accuracy, have you heard about the latest security conference that's coming up next month?
No, tell me more about it.
It's going to be focused on the latest trends in advanced persistent threats and machine learning.
That sounds fascinating. We should definitely attend and learn some new techniques.
Absolutely. And maybe we can even present some of our findings and get some recognition for our work.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Let's start preparing our presentation and make a big splash at the conference. Hey, have you heard about the company's plan to undergo digital transformation?
Yeah, I've heard about it. What do you think about it?
Well, I think it's a smart move. In today's fast-paced world, it's important for companies to keep up with the latest technology to stay relevant.
I totally agree. I think with digital transformation, we can streamline our processes and improve our efficiency.
Definitely. And not to mention, it's a great way to reach out to our customers through various digital channels.
Yes. We can leverage social media and other online platforms to engage with our customers and get valuable feedback.
And with data analytics, we can gain insights into customer behavior and preferences, which can help us make informed business decisions.
That's true. But I do have some concerns about the implementation process. It might be quite challenging to integrate all our existing systems with new digital technologies.
Oh, I see your point. However, we could start with small steps and gradually scale up until we achieve full digital integration.
Yes, that's a good idea. And we also need to make sure that all our employees are trained in handling new digital tools and systems.
Absolutely. We need to provide adequate training and support to ensure a smooth transition.
I'm excited to see the positive impact of digital transformation on our company's growth and success.
Me too. I think this is a great opportunity for us to innovate and stay ahead of the competition.
Yes, let's embrace digital transformation with enthusiasm and open-mindedness.
Agreed. This is the dawn of a new era for our company. Hi there. What brings you to Tasmania?
Hey, I'm here to go on a climbing adventure. What about you?
Same here. I've been climbing in Tasmania for years now. What's your experience level like?
I'm a beginner. I've only done some indoor climbing before.
No worries, mate. We'll start with the basics before tackling anything too challenging.
Sounds good to me. So, what kind of climb are we doing today?
We'll be climbing the Cradle Mountain, the highest mountain in Tasmania. It's a tough climb, but the view from the top is breathtaking.
Wow, that sounds exciting. How long will it take us to reach the summit?
It usually takes about 6 to 8 hours, depending on the weather and conditions.
I'm ready for the challenge. Let's do this.
Good attitude. Do you have all the necessary gear with you?
Yes, I rented everything that I needed. Do you have any tips for climbing such a high mountain?
Keep a steady pace, take short, frequent breaks, and make sure to hydrate and eat regularly. Also, don't forget to enjoy the scenery along the way.
Thanks for the advice. Do you have any funny or exciting stories from your previous climbs?
Oh man, I have so many stories. One time, I accidentally ran into a wallaby that was sunbathing on a ledge.
Haha, that's hilarious. Did it scare you?
No, it just gave me a curious look before hopping away. Have you ever encountered any wildlife during your travels?
Not yet, but I'm hoping to see some in Tasmania. I've heard that there are many unique animals and plants here.
Yes, Tasmania is known for its diverse wildlife and ecosystems. Make sure to keep an eye out for Tasmanian devils, wallabies, and wombats while we're climbing.
Will do. So, what's the plan for the rest of the day after our climb?
I was thinking of grabbing some local food and a beer at a nearby tavern. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan to me. I can't wait to try some Tasmanian cuisine.
Great, let's get started on our climb and then we'll have a well-deserved meal and drink afterwards.
Let's do it. I'm excited to conquer this mountain and experience everything Tasmania has to offer.
Hey B, how are you feeling today? Ready for some beach volleyball?
Hey Coach A, I'm feeling great. I've been looking forward to this all week.
Fantastic. I can tell you're pumped up and ready to go. Let's warm up and get started.
Can we start with some serving drills? I need to work on my technique.
Absolutely, let's start there. Remember to toss the ball up high and make contact with your hand at the highest point.
I'll try my best. Laughs.
Laughs, that's the spirit. B, confidence is key.
Have you seen any pro beach volleyball matches lately, Coach A?
I sure have. It's always inspiring to watch the best players in the world. Who's your favorite?
I really admire April Ross. She's a beast on the court.
Oh yeah, she's a true superstar. And did you know she's trained on this very beach before?
Really? That's amazing. Start serving.
Nice serve, B. Keep it up.
Smiling, thanks, Coach A. I've got the raw spirit in me.
Laughs, I love it. Let's keep practicing and channel that spirit into our game. Hey, how did your certification exam go?
I passed. I got a score of 800.
Wow, congratulations. That's a great score. What did you think of the exam?
It was tough, but I felt pretty prepared.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I took the same exam a few years ago and it was a challenge.
Did you pass?
Yeah, I did. But my score was only 600.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Passing is still passing.
Thanks for the encouragement. Are you planning to take any more certification exams?
I'm not sure yet. I want to focus on getting more experience first.
That's a good idea. It's important to have practical skills in addition to certifications.
Exactly. Have you taken any other exams besides this one?
Yeah, I took a language proficiency exam and got a score of 750.
Nice. Which language did you take it in?
French.
I've always wanted to learn French. How long did it take you to prepare for the exam?
About 6 months. But I had already been studying French for a few years before that.
Wow, that's dedication. Maybe I should start learning a new language too.
Yeah, it's a great skill to have. Have you thought about which language you might be interested in?
I've always been intrigued by Japanese.
That's a tough one, but definitely worthwhile. Good luck with that.
Thanks. Maybe we can study together sometime.
Sounds like a plan. Keep up the good work with your certifications. Hey, have you ever tried pavlova before?
Pavlova? Is that a kind of pasta or something?
Nope, it's actually a dessert that's very popular in Australia and New Zealand.
Really? What's it made of?
It's a meringue-based dessert that's topped with fresh fruit and whipped cream. It's super light and fluffy.
Sounds amazing. Do you have a recipe for it?
I do. It's actually pretty easy to make. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yes, please. I love trying out new recipes.
Awesome. Let me know how it turns out.
Will do. Have you ever tried any other Australian or New Zealand desserts?
I have. I love lamingtons and Anzac biscuits.
I've never heard of those. What are they like?
Lamingtons are a sponge cake that's coated in chocolate and coconut, and Anzac biscuits are a kind of oat cookie that's named after the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps.
Wow, I need to try those too. Thanks for the recommendations.
No problem. Have you ever been to Australia or New Zealand?
No, I haven't. But it's definitely on my travel bucket list.
You should definitely go. The food and scenery are amazing.
I will definitely keep that in mind. Thanks for the chat about pavlova and everything else.
Anytime. Have a great day. Hey B, how's it going?
Not bad, just trying to fend off some cyber attacks.
The joys of being a net security engineer. What are you working on?
Just reviewing our company's security measures and looking for any potential weaknesses that could be exploited.
Sounds fun. Have you considered implementing some sort of firewall or intrusion detection system?
Of course, those are important measures, but we also need to educate our employees on proper security protocols.
Absolutely, human error is often the biggest threat. Have you thought about conducting phishing tests to see how well our employees are trained?
That's a great idea. We could set up some fake phishing emails to see who falls for them and then train them on how to avoid similar attacks in the future.
And don't forget about physical security too. We need to make sure our server rooms are secure and that only authorized personnel have access.
Right, we could implement keycard access and security cameras to monitor who enters and exits the room.
Another thing to consider is implementing multi-factor authentication for important accounts, like those of top executives or IT administrators.
Good point. And we should also make sure all software and operating systems are up to date with the latest security patches.
Definitely. And have you considered conducting regular vulnerability scans to identify any potential weak spots?
Yes, we've already scheduled our next scan for next month.
Great. And just as a reminder, we should always use strong passwords and change them regularly.
Absolutely. And we need to make sure everyone else in the company does the same.
One final thing to consider is having a plan in place in case we do have a security breach. We need to know who to contact and how to minimize the damage.
That's a great point. We should create a detailed response plan and review it with everyone on the team.
Well, I think that's a pretty comprehensive list of measures to take. Hopefully, with all these precautions, we can keep our network safe and secure.
Agreed. Thanks for the discussion, eh?
Hey guys, welcome to the game store. What game are we going to play today? What kind of twist? Sounds like we have a game plan. Let me get the board and we can start setting up. Good tips. And don't forget to trade with each other to get the resources you need. Don't get too confident, it's anyone's game right now. Alright guys, it looks like we're getting into the swing of things. Keep up the good work. Hey B, how's it going?
All good, eh? Just trying to figure out how to implement this new risk assessment model.
Oh, I see. What kind of model is it?
It's a machine learning model that'll use past data to predict future outcomes.
Sounds like a solid plan. Do we have the data we need?
Yeah, we've got loads of historical data. But we need to clean and label it before we can use it.
The joys of data cleaning. Have you started on it yet?
Yup, but it's a bigger job than I thought. Do you have any tips?
Well, first step is to identify any missing or incorrect data points. Then, use your domain knowledge to label the data accurately.
Got it. And once that's done, we can move on to building the model?
Yes, we'll need to choose an appropriate algorithm and train the model on the labeled data.
And then we can test it against new data to see how well it performs?
Exactly. We'll use metrics like accuracy, precision, and recall to evaluate the model's performance.
Sounds like a solid plan, but what happens if the model's not performing up to scratch?
Then we'll need to tweak the parameters and algorithms until we get it right. It's a trial and error process.
Got it. It's exciting to see how machine learning can improve risk assessment procedures so much.
Agreed. But we need to be careful to manage any potential biases in the data, or we could end up with inaccurate predictions.
That's a good point. We'll need to audit and monitor the model regularly to ensure its reliability.
And we need to keep in mind that any model is only as good as the data it's trained on. We'll need to keep refreshing the data set to keep the model up to date.
Yeah, it's a continuous process. But it'll be worth it in the end if we can implement a reliable and accurate risk assessment model.
Absolutely, and it'll help our company make better decisions in the long run. Wow, look at all these fresh seafood options. I don't even know where to start.
That's the beauty of the Nagasaki fish market, there are endless possibilities. What are you in the mood for?
I think I want to try making some sashimi. What do you recommend?
I would suggest the tuna, it's caught locally and absolutely delicious.
Great, let's get some of that. And what about these strange-looking shellfish?
Those are turban shells. They're a delicacy in these parts, and perfect for making a traditional Japanese soup.
Count me in, I'm always up for trying new foods. Speaking of which, have you tried any interesting dishes since you arrived in Nagasaki?
I did. I had some champion last night. It's a famous Nagasaki dish that's a mix of Chinese and Japanese noodle soup.
That sounds amazing. Do you have any tips for making it?
Actually, I can teach you the recipe if you'd like. We can use these fresh vegetables and seafood to make it.
Yes, please. I'm excited to learn how to make a traditional Nagasaki dish.
Alright, first we'll need some pork, shrimp, squid, and vegetables like cabbage, bean sprouts, and carrots.
Hey B. What are you up to?
Hey! Just reading up on ISO 27001 third-party security. Have you heard of it?
Nope, but it sounds important. What is it about?
It's a standard that ensures companies protect their sensitive data when sharing it with third parties.
Like outsourcing?
Exactly. It's a hot topic right now with all these data breaches happening.
Ugh, don't even get me started on those. So, how do companies comply with the standard?
They have to implement strict security measures and regularly audit their third-party vendors.
That makes sense. Is it a difficult standard to implement?
Not necessarily, but it takes a lot of work and commitment from the company and its vendors.
I see. So, what are some common security measures?
Things like encryption, access controls, and strict password policies.
Got it. Are there any consequences for not complying with the standard?
Oh yeah. Companies can face legal and financial penalties, as well as damage to their reputation.
Yikes. It definitely sounds like companies should take it seriously.
Absolutely. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to protecting sensitive data.
I completely agree. Thanks for telling me about it, B.
No problem, anytime.